Um, where we last left off, your group was with the Serpent's Coil, um, making some decisions about what you'll all be doing next. There was a discussion of traveling to the Serpent Lord Shrine, um, both because Sandara had learned that Sunlord had fallen under the influence of Bensosia, um, and also, um, with your group's vague plan of perhaps interfering with whatever it is that Bensosia seeks within the Serpent Lord Shrine. Um, so with that, we'll actually just start with your group getting a night of rest and arriving early to discuss your next moves. So with that, you can all find yourselves in that lively marketplace within the Serpent's Coil, surrounded by a bunch of kind of rough-looking Hongul gnomes. You could quite easily find some breakfast. You're not going to be charged tourist rates this time since you've done some work for the coil. And we'll say one by one, you could meet in kind of an indoor-outdoor, like under the gazebo within the cave, amongst a delicious Hongul breakfast of barbecued meats and kind of dried fish, and then little kind of bowls of like pickled vegetables where you could kind of sniff one and be like, what's this? Don't like that. What's this? This one I like, but we only have very little of it.
So,
Good
how's everyone
morning.
feeling?
Yeah. That's one other thing. Not that great, but could be worse. Oh, that's terrible. I'm not gonna eat that one.
We all ready to go kill a demon? Or an Oni? Or don't know what they're considered.
I mean, I'm always ready.
I mean, I am more than ready to kill an Oni. I'm just not ready to put in a month or two worth of work to do it. I don't know how you all feel about that. Clearly, I've got other things on my mind right now, but I feel like even if I didn't, I'm not sure I'd want to put that much effort into it. Not that Samugi doesn't matter to me.
No, that was just a test. I was gonna see if anyone would counteract me. I don't want to do that shit.
I agree with Sandara. I think we might have something a little bit more pressing as far as time's concerned.
I was kind of threatened by the Restore family to deal with Samugi, but I doubt they're gonna come try to find us if we go somewhere dangerous. You know, they can handle
Plus,
New
it's
Kevin.
not like we're not gonna, get Samugi later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll. I
He's
mean,
not going
he's not in
anywhere.
danger. He's living the best life he's ever
I mean,
lived, really, if you
yeah,
think
I was
about
going to
it.
say, honestly, he's probably doing better than all of us right now.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Hey, Alara, if you're like possessed, do you know you're possessed? Is it like kind of looking out in a glass box?
With that, it's kind of hard to tell. Some people say they remember trying to fight this voice they could hear, but had no control of their body. Others say they don't remember it at all. Samugi's tough, but from the sounds of this one that's possessing him, it's beyond a single person that's not anywhere close to a demigod yet. I think this thing is going to be very difficult to separate from her. But if we can find another host, maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, another host is a crazy thing to try to find too. Who's gonna be more tempting than like the current king? You know?
Yeah. Well, I had a kind of a radical idea, but it would take some work. I was going to see if we could get the Oni or this Oni demon to lead its people against the Pirate King and take him as its host.
Haskell?
Yeah.
Oh god.
I mean, we're not. I mean, we're on neutral terms with Haskell. I would
No,
assume.
not that one. The what's his name? The one we killed, but he has clones of himself.
Already dealt with.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh yeah, his clones are dead too now.
Oh, okay. That would have been my only idea there, so I lose track of what has happened in the past and what we've already accomplished.
And who we've already killed. Yeah.
Big list.
It's a shorter list of who we've left alive. Definitely.
I haven't looked into it, see if it's possible to separate this demon and Samugi to see if it can become an entity of itself, in solid form and not just being a spirit possessing something. That's why I was thinking we needed to find another host, but I don't know who we could give him. Because if we can get Samugi back, we can still go up against him. I really am not sure as to how we're going to do this. I'm going to give it everything I've got, as I know we all are, but just trying to find a kind of a neutral way of, or a less risky way of losing Samugi. From what the signs have told me, is there's a very high chance that Samugi could die in the middle of this.
Well, I guess technically we have time to figure it out. You know.
If we don't interact with him, there's no chance that he just dies. We're not gonna make things worse.
That's true. Yeah.
It'll probably make it harder for us later on. That's a problem for future us.
Like the only threat of him dying at this point is us. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, let's go kill some snakes.
Yeah. Also
Yeah.
about that. I mean, kind of
We
just doing
need
like
some
recon, right?
information.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Totally sneaky. My style.
Yeah, I was thinking if anything, we just get more information to start with before we jump in there and subsequently all end up on our knees casting spells for Bidzozia.
Well, I can't cast spells, so
Okay.
She might just kill you.
Yeah, she's dead then.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe she'll take you as like a little protector, sword boy. Hammer boy, I guess you don't really do swords.
I mean, I could use a sword,
You could do a sword, yeah, I thought you could.
but hammers are more fun.
Yeah, but I don't know, it'd be up to her. She might be like, hey, you're a sword boy now, and that's your thing.
Good point. So what's the plan then?
Who would
Alara,
be?
the ship is
Yep.
hollowed, right? still?
Yes. That's
So,
why
I
I
mean,
was
like,
trying to see if we had a way to teleport Samugi back here. It should break him free of the demon.
Yeah, but that's like months of work to even get into a room.
I was thinking a forced teleportation spell of some sort.
No, I mean to get to him.
Yeah.
You
Well,
physically just-
that's where I was thinking that if we had a way to negotiate something for him, so in the means of him having a better, stronger host, um, that's why I was trying to think of an enemy that we had to go against. If we could gather his forces, Samugi's forces, to go against another enemy, defeat them, and then he can take the body of the leader of that force.
I get what
See
you're
what I'm
saying,
saying?
but to get to the point where we could even talk to him is months of political work.
Yeah. There's a whole system, I guess, of
Yeah.
who's even
We
allowed
can't
close.
just like walk up.
Really? Okay.
Not to argue against going to the Serpent Lord Shrine, but Sundara, Alara, the Auras,
Yep.
you guys have
That's-
rings of spell storing.
Yes.
I mean, Hallow's like a full day kind of thing, unless
Oh, I
you
see what you're
put it in the
saying.
ring.
Kind of drop that. That would be very useful. I wonder if I could do that.
Kind of a instant release Hallow. Might be useful.
Yeah.
Might be useful in
Okay.
Serpent Lord Shrine too.
Yeah, if we have time, absolutely. I'm all for giving that a shot. Alex, how would I do that anyways? Like, how do you spell or store spells in a ring?
you
It has to be a
cast,
specific, like, ring of spell storing.
and then you just
Okay.
cast the spell, use the spell slot, and then it's stored.
Okay, okay. So, hello, let me take a look and see what level that is.
I think it's up to five or six
Yeah,
spell levels.
I think mine is 5th. I don't know if there's other ones.
I've got one. I know it has the grease spell on it.
Spend so much
Let's take a look.
That's
money.
what you've just been holding
Yeah.
on to
Haven't
that.
used it
Yeah,
once.
I forget that I have these things. Sorry.
um,
Also, real quick, just to circle back to this idea of leeching this demon spirit onto another foe that's not Samugi in order to kind of, you know, switch out the target there. Could that potentially open some doors to creating like the ultimate enemy? Because it kind of sounds like the Samugi guy is sort of a menace when he's under the influence of a demon. So just throwing that out there,
Yeah.
I don't think we want to go too big with someone who could wield that power in a way that would not benefit us.
I could definitely see that being we have created our own enemy type of situation.
Yeah, for sure.
But, like Cass said, that's a problem for future us or future you guys, because, we'll see how I'm doing by the time we get around to that task.
So I propose if the icebreaker, okay, I don't think we should sit here and talk about plans per se. I'm not sure how much we are being listened in on
Oh.
for
So
these
let's
sure,
the icebreaker.
yeah, where Alara's protection spell should prevent that.
Can we like hold hands and go there?
Yeah, I just felt like, last time I teleported you all, it was kind of without your permission, so I was just seeing if that was a good plan.
Since that ring of spell storing I have has a spell on it, do I just have to burn that spell off and then try to put the hallowed spell into it.
What spells on it again?
Grease.
Hmm. Holding on to that for a certain reason, or think we might need to set something on fire or slide around somewhere?
Yeah, right.
All right, I'm assuming everyone's okay with that plan, so I'm gonna get
Yes.
started since
Yeah.
it takes me a minute to draw this.
We have time. We'll work on getting the hallowed spell in the ring.
I mean, you
I
might as
will
well wait.
cast teleportation circle to get us back to the icebreaker.
Okay.
With that, you find yourself on the icebreaker just as it looks like you watch as your crew is actually hard at work. You see Leland just shouting, "Pick up those lines!" as there is a scaffolding all around your ship. It is actually suspended in the air as it looks like your crew is hard work at repairs right now. And as you appear, you see as he just turns towards you all and just goes, "Oh, Captain, 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 Captain," and looks at you, Shar, and just goes, "My lady."
Has Char been on the ship before?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But so far, no captain status has been appointed.
That's right.
Leland, looks like repairs are underway. How's that going?
Wait,
What?
did Leland not acknowledge Jinbong?
Jinbong.
Are you taking Jinbong with you?
That's a good question.
He's
Oh,
our
I guess
pal.
I guess
Why
before we
not?
leave, I ask him. It's up to him. I would happily take him if he. I'm drawing the circle. I'm like, hey, you coming with?
I assumed he was our friend now. He's my friend.
Are you asking him to come with you?
Varric would ask.
I
Yeah, come.
Okay, yeah, Vargas. Yeah, perfect.
Give me a persuasion check.
Come
The
on.
DC is 4.
I rolled a natural 18.
Nice.
As you ask him, he just looks towards you and just says, "I feel so honored. Yes. A million times yes." And he runs up and teleports with you all.
Awesome.
And he looks over and just says, looks over at you, Sundar, and just says, "It's on yours."
He's a friend.
Oh, he's actually sentient for real, not like Bev. I didn't do that.
Go, dear friend.
His name is Jinbon. Say hi, Leland.
Hello, Jinbing.
Close. We'll work on it.
Good.
Anyways, while you've all been gallivanting around, I've put some serious work in. We're operating at about 95% capacity. We can make the rest of the repairs whenever we make our way to New Callum. I reckon you've got probably about a good 12 hours a day of flying time, and then you'll have to let the runes recharge. So where to?
Can I high five him?
Yeah,
Great
he
job, Leland.
holds up a high five. He feels so frail.
Actually, right now we are just going to discuss some plans. Nothing set in stone yet.
Usually you discuss your plans as you're heading over to the location that you need the plans for.
That is true.
That is 100% true, but not this time.
Trying to be
Interesting.
better.
Yeah, like someone
Who
called us
says it's
murder
better?
hobos,
It's
and
the pirate way.
I mean, we're trying to be less piratey.
We're
Yeah.
not technically. We're not technically
As you
pirates.
say that, you watch as a bunch of the crew like look up, like concerned.
Okay. Yes, we are.
I mean, we're
Well, still gonna.
pirating, but less random murder, more planned.
You watch as there's like hushed conversations between themselves with like a lot of gesturing. Like they look very concerned.
Guys, of anyone of the captains, I'm obviously the most piratey. And I just want you to know we're not lessening our piratery. We're just refocusing and restructuring to get more piratey synergy as a group focused on a certain point.
Also,
You watch
I'm
as one
not.
kind of one raises his hand and just goes, I paid for my privateer's license.
Yeah, we're still pirating. Don't worry about that.
They all look at
Just-
Leland, and you watch as Leland just holds a hand up and gives him like closes his eyes and gives him a little.
We're just focusing on pirating. We're pivoting to a new direction to increase the company morale.
Company.
I know. He was
pirate
saying
com-
words like pivoting and restructuring. Getting tickles of what's to come.
Yeah. Trying things out.
Put her down. And he just kind of like, with that, the ship begins to descend to the sea. As you watch as Leland is controlling it, as some of the other crew are like fastening some of the last dark iron plates, putting away some of the scaffolding.
What do you say we take this to the captain's quarters?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Is this a
For sure.
all hands on deck kind of thing for planning, or is this
Captains.
essential? Yeah,
Plus
captains
Char
only.
and Jimbong.
Yeah, so practically. Oh, okay.
Leland narrows his eyes at all of you.
I feel like Leland can come.
I mean, if he wants. Seems like he was pretty busy.
Leland, are you busy or are you available for a meeting?
It depends. Are we having a captain's meeting for which the first mate should be part of?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
He
why I'm
just kind of
asking if
like
you're busy.
he just kind of like walks over, just like giving Jinbong like some eyes as he like moves through, and he sits there just like crossing his arms.
Perfect. Great.
Before we get started, I feel like there might be some grievances that might want to be aired. As I look at Leland.
Well, far be it from me to tell you how to run your, but it seems like it's been a while since we've seen any booty. Now, you've got a steady stream of cash that's flowing out of your bank account and into paying the salaries of your crewmates. But there's been a concern that at some point, if you don't get any work done, that will run dry and we'll have to let go of some of the crew.
Valid concern.
Well, is it we just killed a dragon?
Yeah. How
And,
far behind are we, if at all?
Oh, you're not far behind at all. You're still, dipping into Gunner's wealth, but since the time you've taken over his wealth, your finances have only looked worse. And you can keep this up for probably about another year, but that's with leaving nothing for yourself.
That's plenty of time.
Now, you say that because you're not old like me. You need to start thinking about retirement.
Thought you were like 30.
Exactly. Once you get to my age, you're going to want to put away something, have a nest egg. You can't do
Leland,
this forever.
I'm
You
older
like look
than
around, confused. I'm not misinterpreting how ages work.
you. Yeah, like
He
I'm
says,
older.
look,
She's
every year
old.
at sea counts as 4 on land.
Not a true thing.
So in land years, I'm about 120 years old.
Still, she's older than you.
Also, I made a deal with a demon.
Yeah, there's okay.
That's
Yeah, you can't
romance.
even step on land if you wanted to. We'll consider that. I look at everyone else. Yeah, we're gonna continue to think about the revenue streams.
Yeah.
You have a pirating crew that has been trained and hand selected for acts of piracy. And so far, it's been used as a chauffeur to take you from one land to another. Seems like you'll crash the boat into a bunch of other boats to kill one guy, or meet with a, guild of smugglers to do whatever it is you do for a day and then skedaddle out of there without any warning. Perhaps the crew feels a lack of direction.
What about that speech I just gave about redirecting?
That made it worse.
Restructuring? Oh no.
They don't like those words.
Speaking as a non-captain, couldn't, it's just a suggestion from someone who also likes to, I mean, I consider myself somewhat of a land pirate. Couldn't the crew just carry out their pirating activities while we're gone doing our activities?
With that, he looks at you all and says it would be a way to generate some passive income.
Yeah, we just gave you like nearly an entire week to do what you wanted.
With a ruined and damaged ship, yes.
Yeah, we're doing repairs. So.
Complaints.
Fair.
You see like one of the veins in his head just begin to engorge. As you said, Captain.
We're really bad at this, Captain. We never really got better at the whole captaining thing.
True.
I mean, that's very true.
What if
I'm
we
not gonna apologize for it though, because
what if we get another small ship and let a group of them go out and do some plundering and then come back?
Why don't
That
we
way
just
they don't risk destroying our main ship.
Satellite
If we
ship.
can,
I mean, we have a
We
satellite ship.
yeah.
Grand idea.
I think it's
It's
a
the
new
one with
Cala.
the giant gun on the front.
go get into some trouble and have some fun. Gotta let the kids play, right?
I'll reach out to some of my contacts and see if maybe I can find us some work. But in the meantime, you tell us where you're hoping to go and how you'd like to use your food. And then with that, he just kind of stands up and takes a step out and says, "Now I'll leave the rest of the meeting for the captains." And he looks over at Jinbong and then just walks out.
Well, speaking of you, Jinbong, we have, it sounds like, half a day's of flight. And unless we're planning on going the long way round on the sea, we could travel across the Dalmiri Desert and, if you would like to meet someone of your own kind, we could perhaps drop you off with Iron Soul. Of course, if you want to stay with us, you can, but there would be probably a lot more violence involved.
He says, "A fact-finding journey." That sounds delightful.
He's a lot more peaceful than us. That's for sure.
I would like that very much.
Okay, I guess pit stop then?
Well, it's on the way, isn't it?
It's,
don't
Char
know
would
where
know
we
this,
are.
it's directly on the way to exactly where you would want to go.
Okay.
Perfect.
So that being said, what's the plan?
Alara, the ship is foreshore, still protected from scrying, right?
Yeah, let me double check all the runes and get back to you. Give me 5-10 minutes. I'll check and make sure everything's on the level.
Okay, while we're waiting for that, maybe we should do a little piracy, just to keep everyone, happy.
I mean, sure. We are. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is. Yeah, directly on the way.
I'm not opposed to some piracy, you know.
Yeah. Let's I don't know, find an FETC vessel and take some shit. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no lost love for the FETC between us, right? Like, we're not like
I could care less about them. I know nothing about them.
cool.
I'm happy to rob anyone. So
That's kind of what I thought.
I don't think
And we know that Alara hates the
You know,
FETC,
I
so
hate the FETC.
that's all she talks about. Yeah, so
So maybe before we head out, we try and find one and fuck it shit up, and then they're
we
happy.
could practice too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're happy. We're happy. Then we get to drop
So,
Jim Bomb. What?
as you think about that, you would know that you are currently already in like heavy pirate territory. Like generally speaking, these are pretty dead waters. A lot of the pirate activity is more towards like the southeast end of the island. People don't really dare to venture this close to Koza on the off chance of hitting like a pirate raiding party, which you know is probably not going to have anything worth looting.
So use your mouse to show where the good part.
You guys are here.
Yeah, I get that. Where's the good territory?
It's going to be everything coming in and out of Orphan and New Callum, with Langston kind of being the middle of like kind of picking off these shipping lanes. So really, I mean, if you wanted to take like a side trip, you could with one bout of flight fly over the land, Parker like kind of near Orphan, and head up towards Sarah's Run.
So like fly over, drop off Jim Bong, then hit around Orphan.
Or you could actually, if you don't want to go that close to Orphan either, you could go just straight directly through, drop off Jinbong, and that literally takes you right to the Serpent Lord Shrine, and you can drop off at the Serpent Lord Shrine. None of that really takes you towards the shipping lane to conduct any piracy.
Yeah, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, we're trying to do a little piracy pre-Serpent Lord Shrine, right? We gotta get them.
I mean, I'm happy to do piracy pre-Serpent Lord Shrine. However, is it necessary if we could just tell the crew that if
True,
they
we
want
could
to
tell
itch
them to
that
go.
scratch, they could just do it on their own.
We could
I would,
send them.
as Shar, as you bring this up specifically, you would also know that there is an FETC faction within the Serpent Lord Shrine that is probably still active and maybe has some shipping lanes of their own that may be ripe for the picking. Although that might also generate another enemy while you're there. So that's something you could relay to the group if you would like.
Okay. Yes. Message relayed.
Now we're not thinking of hot dropping right onto Serpent Lord Shrine, right? We don't know what we're going into, so
No.
I
thought we would do some reconnaissance and
yeah.
I mean, if anything, I thought it might be more useful to try and free the captives. Obviously, I know that I have vested interest, but I think they're casting spells for Benzozia, and so if we are trying to eventually defeat her, taking away some of her resources might help. Although, again, I also have no idea what the heck is going on over there except for the 10 minutes that I've seen.
So, with that, Shar, you have literally mapped out the Serpent Lord Shrine. Last time you were there, that is what you did. So,
Mapped it out.
Yep.
Okay. Char's gonna nonchalantly bring up the fact that she
You-
has contacts.
Yeah, and you actually could bust out like this old map that you haven't probably looked at in years. But again, when you were last here with your previous party, you literally like did a Running Man like stealthy like ranger like cartography map of this area.
Right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
All right. Yeah. Char starts like kind of nonchalantly, like, "Oh, hold on, I swear I had something," and then pulls out like this old hand-drawn map. I don't know. Might be useful. Sort of unravels it and shows it to the group.
Zara stands up and starts looking over it. Oh, wow, this is
Detail.
extensive. You. Wow, okay. Great.
It's just
Do you-
right there. What the fuck?
The world tree is there? I look over at Cass. Did you know this?
He's staring into. No, no. I didn't. You've been there, Shar?
I've got friends from places nearby, and I mean, I wouldn't really call them friends. I just managed to find its way into my possession.
That was a wonderful non-answer. I'm not sure what exactly. So you haven't been there.
I've been been there. I'm a well-traveled, if I might say so myself, tabaxi.
Right.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what were you doing there?
I just had some business with some old comrades having to do with it's a long story. It's not super important, but yeah, just business.
Very good at the non-answers, actually.
Thank
Who
you.
drew this?
Thank you.
I don't know.
I think
Does it have a
Shar, I
name
think
on it?
you actually would have like mapped this area. So this is your map.
Char's trying to somewhat conceal her hidden agenda for being here.
Mm-hmm. Give me a deception check then, and I'll allow anyone here to make a contested insight check.
I'd love to try that.
Happily.
Yeah. You were not sketchy until you started giving these answers.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Okay.
22.
9.
No. Yeah, 9 as well.
Come on,
19.
Barry.
19.
Alara is here. Is she paying attention?
I think she went to
So,
walk around the ship
Oh,
and
with
check
that-
everything.
That's right.
With that, yeah, I mean, Shar is clearly not being super forthcoming. It seems like one of these things where she's giving you a hint that it's like, hey, I was kind of here for a whole different job, and the fact that you're pushing on this is like making me a little uncomfortable. So maybe drop it. So it's like, yeah, you guys feel like maybe you're being like a little bit rude by continuing to push on this. I mean, she got you a nice map. Like, what else do you want? I will say, I'll allow a history check from 2 people here.
Got +0, so I'm not gonna do that.
Regarding
I have a -1.
what exactly?
I also
Uh,
this one.
You may recall that there might be another individual that you know who might be related to Shar's old crew. So history checks.
I'll do one,
What the hell?
since we all suck at it.
9 again.
Now that I remember.
10.
10.
So I just come back. Are all the runes intact that I laid for the hallowed spell on the ship?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You're out there inspecting your runes. Everything's looking ship-shape.
Cool.
Sundar, you rolled a 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you vaguely remember that Autoluke had some clear history with Shar. It is a long shot, but Autoluke seems to know a lot of people. It could be that he might be a little knowledgeable about some of this stuff.
Get him
Do
on
you
the stone.
remember Autoluke talking something about this, or am I making that up?
About this, he says a lot of things.
Oh yeah,
I
Autolyke
Half
know,
of
talks
which
a
I
but
don't
lot.
even think are true.
Autolic, that
okay.
dude's crazy.
Oh.
Now that sounds like he definitely knows something.
I mean, just look
Okay.
at the guy. He's totally off his rocker.
Don't need
I
any
mean, that's
Sure, yeah.
true. That is definitely true. He doesn't even wear undergarments and he flies around with an open robe like a madman. So I get that. Sure. By chance, do you know where Benzozia keeps her magic prisoner things
Do I
on
know
this
that?
map?
Yeah, you're not getting anything from the DM on this. From my standpoint, I don't. You don't.
Not really. If I were to guess, it would be one of the larger structures, maybe the shrine, or what do I know about Ziggurat Neuron, the thing at the top, the pyramid-looking thing?
Yeah. So again, you've really mapped this area out. Go ahead and give me a general survival check to partially determine like how in depth you were with your original cartography, and also your like memory, kind of back
An-
then.
A natural 20.
Okay. So um, the Ziggurat of Narendra, it looked like many of these areas, it looked like a place that was set to have some kind of religious significance to the Wanti religion. It seemed to be like, again, you didn't get too close to any one of these places because you were just kind of trying to map out the overall like structures and layout of the overall area. But as far as you could tell, it looked like basically like a holy temple for the Wanti, where they had basically like some of their religious artifacts, as well as a place where they conducted some of the larger like rituals, which, as you know, a lot of these would be sacrificial rituals as well.
Okay. That seems like a place where keeping hostages would come in handy.
We were doing the same thing.
So, yeah, if he's intending on sacrificing them, it's very possible it could be there. Other than that, my other guess would be the Serpent Lord's Shrine, but I'm not positive.
Quick question. We've got this FETC encampment. Do we know how far into the jungle they've ventured?
The FETC?
Yeah, like have they taken any of these places, like the ruins, or the World Tree, or the Sixth Crown?
From what I remember, pretty much everything on land is overrun by Wanti.
Okay.
Is that right, DM?
Yes.
Okay.
So they haven't made any headway.
I don't believe so.
Okay. I mean, I'm all for running
Well,
right into giant ruins, but it might be a better idea to do a little research in these smaller places as well.
Yeah.
and I mean, if, you know, attacking the FETC kind of just seems like poking a big bear for no reason. But if we are doing that, which I'm open to do, their encampment is maybe still right there on the entrance.
And probably has a lot of supplies.
And maybe even some more information about the lay of the land and whatever the hell is going on further in.
Oh, are we gonna take out? Are we doing an
I
amphibious
I
assault?
could see if I could get in touch with my brother, and maybe they'll lend us a hand. As much as I hate that,
No, we're
but it's
talking
better
about
than making.
piracy right now.
No, we're talking about killing them.
Yeah.
Oh, the
So,
Destroying
FETC.
them.
Okay.
so
Yeah, we know you
Overrunning their
hate 'em.
little island. Yeah, don't you hate the
Okay.
FETC? We would never work with them. You hate them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How-
So
I'm
we're
just
gonna.
trying to make things as simple as possible. As much as I hate them.
maybe tell
know
your
what's
brother
simple?
not to come into work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Right.
I'm gonna. Is it okay with you guys if I just give Autoluke a quick message?
Yeah.
See if he knows about this stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. I step out. Well, actually, I just step to the side of the room while you guys keep talking. Autoluke, would you mind visiting us on the icebreaker? We had some questions.
You hear the sound of the
About-
teleportation sigil activated
Lightning?
above you.
That was.
And then as I finish, instead of finishing the about, I just say, and we are in the captain's quarters.
You watch as the doors are just like, you hear this incantation, and you hear this like deep voice of Autoluke just say, and with that, I knock. And you just see as the door just like blows open with this arcane energy, and he just like steps through and he says, and I understand you come seeking my counsel.
Luke, the door was not locked. Didn't need to do that.
So, we meet again, my old friend. Looking at you, Shar.
Autoluke.
Well, there's that answer.
With that, he steps in and says, and how can this old sage be of assistance?
We're looking at tussling with Ben Sosia.
He looks up as he's walking around the table he looks down at the map that Shar has laid out. And he says, he points a finger at Eric and says, I don't know who that is. And looks down at the map and just says, but it appears that fates have us intertwined yet again. I was wondering when you all take this step into the slithery abyss.
So you've been to this slithery abyss?
Oh, yes. And looks over at Shar and says, it's where I died, isn't it?
I don't
And-
remember that specifically happening.
Oh, yes. You don't remember? I died.
Okay.
Yeah.
You died.
What? It was like a huge deal. You were devastated. Surely you
Okay.
remember
I'm not
Trissandra?
contesting.
Trissandra turned on the group. Oh,
Oh, you
shit.
Shar's
guys-
just
You guys were
Shar's
in a
just sort of
group
like
together?
leering at him.
I mean, what? Who? I'm sorry. I seem to have. Does anyone hear that?
Nope, not at all.
I think.
Nope,
there's
it's
a-
fine.
Please
Let's
take a seat,
look down.
Autoluke.
I think
Look-
I need to.
look
And
at this.
he goes to leave.
Okay.
I grab him by can I grab him by the back of his collar?
Give me an athletics check.
7.
Okay, he rolled a natural 7, so you win. With that, you grab him and he says, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
We're not Autoluke. I like start patting him on the shoulder. We just had some questions about the Serpent Lord Shrine. I
He
don't
goes to
care
cast a
what's
spell.
going on here. Okay, fine. Counter spell. Since we're doing this.
You watch as he begins casting a spell in his form, begins to like shift and blur, and you counterspell and he goes, shit. Okay.
Autoluke.
All right.
Calm. Deep
What?
breaths. Deep breaths.
All right. What, can I speak with Shar privately?
Yeah. Totally.
And he just kind of nods towards Shar.
All right, we take it outside.
Okay, what's the fucking deal? I didn't know I
Can
was
you just
supposed
be
to say anything.
cool, man? Well,
You're acting like you
I
don't know
didn't know
me.
you were.
That just hurts.
Okay, I didn't act like I didn't know you.
You've
just trying to
changed,
be.
man. Ever since we left the shrine and you went off on your own because you're too cool to be in a party and you went back to do your own thievery.
What? There is no party after Trissandra turned on us, and also, I could make the same argument about you, Mister Resurrection Jesus Christ, Autoluke.
Please, I've been resurrected so many times.
Yeah, I know it's not really significant at this point anymore.
No,
So
not for a wizard like me.
I'm just trying to play it cool. I'm just trying to go back to the Serpent Lord Shrine for my own reasons and purposes.
Sort of finish what we started, eh?
I mean, not necessarily. I'm just gonna scope it out. Just be cool. But they also have their own agenda, and I'm just trying to act like I'm going along with their agenda. I don't know why I'm telling you this because you're the worst person to bestow
Well, so
upon.
that I know what to say and what not to say, because we didn't have that conversation. So when I started answering their questions, you gave me the look like I was.
Can you just answer their questions without divulging too much
Information.
history? Yes.
He walks back in.
While those two are gone, okay, so obviously there's something there between them that they don't want to talk about with us.
Who do you think
He
this
casts knock
Trissandra
again.
is?
Hold on, give me 10 more seconds, DM.
Okay, okay.
Oh, what did you say, James?
Who do you think this Trissandra person is?
I don't know.
Part of their
Sounds like
old
it was
group, I'd imagine.
a
Oh,
problematic breakup.
yeah.
Let's
Problematic.
let them have their secrets, but we trust. We trust Autoluke, so we trust Shar, right?
Oh,
mean,
yeah. I mean,
we
she
trust
had so
Autoluke?
many chances to just throw us off the ship and hasn't done it yet.
Yeah.
She's very clear about her intentions.
I mean, I trust Shaw for sure.
Not
Unsure
Autoluke?
of how much I trust Autoluke. I mean, he's
Trust them both.
pretty
Yeah.
cool dude most of the time, but also like definitely out for himself.
I mean,
I mean,
trust
he
him.
did come help us that one time in the Ironford prison.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Ah, yes, that's true.
He was like, "They are under my protection."
He's put his life on the line for us. I trust him. Whatever. Hey, let them have their secrets. They can talk to us about what they want to talk to us about.
Again.
Okay, all right.
The door blasts open and he steps in.
Just open it next time. It's not. You
It's
didn't even
so
lock it on your
unlocked.
way out.
You closed it, yeah.
Yes.
If you don't use every possible spell slot you have,
Right.
then you're not living.
Yep.
So, what questions do you have for me?
What the fuck is a spell slot?
It's a wizard thing you wouldn't understand.
Okay, I guess. I just never heard anyone else use the term.
It's a technical term that wizards use.
Okay.
Questions. Uh, hmm.
I know this area quite well. And looks over at Shar as she walks in and says, I know this area a little bit.
Irrelevant to everything else, is the world tree real? Is that actually there?
Oh, you mean the world tree?
I don't know.
Like, as in...
I mean, it's right there. Apparently you drew it. You saw it, pointing to Shar.
Well, these are all translated from essentially serpentine hieroglyphs, so it might have a connection to the world tree, but it is not the world tree. The world tree is larger than what could be contained within our existence.
What the fuck does that mean?
Have you seen
It's a
it?
wizard thing. The world tree?
Yes.
Only on drugs.
Is this our world's world tree?
I don't know, man. It's just what the 1T call the place.
Where would they keep prisoners?
Everywhere. I'm serious. It's literally their thing. They feed them this nectar stuff that just completely like scrambles their eggs.
Talk more. Talk more.
Well, it's part of their religion. Their religion is like do evil for the sake of doing evil and like be cruel when there is no reward for being cruel. And that's how you get rewards in their after.
Nope. Nope. Talk more about the
specifically-
nectar. Talk more about the nectar.
Right. So specifically, one of their practices is to take scaleless ones, basically capture them, enslave them, and then feed them this nectar, and basically just like make them little like peons for them, until they basically use them for all their worth, and then, then they sacrifice them to their serpent god.
Wait, to turn them into snakes?
No, that would be an honor far too befitting of. Well, sometimes they do that, but usually not.
How?
Wait, so Ben Sozia is controlling or working with the 1T then? That's not a her thing.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Wait, is Ben Sozia...
The 1T do this sort of stuff. I don't know what sort of stuff you're talking about, but they do mind control stuff with the nectar.
Is Ben Sozia a snake person?
No, she's
She's
cast blurs.
purple.
His horns turn purple, grow out differently.
Oh, shit.
Bensozia.
That's...
Bensozia.
And Autoluke stops and looks at Shar.
Bensozia? Question mark?
So Shar, as
Cassandra?
Cass changes like that, he changes into the form of Tristan.
God damn it. Fuck. I hope we die.
Has Cass seen Ben Sozia?
He just said this is what she looks like and took on that thing.
Oh. Char's hair kind of stands up, and she just kind of like looks at Autoluke.
You guys, I think I know who Ben Sozia is.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Why are you?
Autoluke, just let me talk.
Yep.
So, I was in a group previously. We ventured out to the Serpent Lord's Shrine, this whole area. We came into contact with Mini 1T. A part of that group was a fiend named Trissandra, who was part of our
Whoa.
group.
Fiends? Hold on.
Was she not?
That's just James being offended.
Not a fiend, okay?
Wasn't she?
I mean, James isn't here. You're fine. Shar hasn't said
Yeah,
anything
sorry.
after you.
Sorry.
Okay.
This is so good.
She turned on us. She was kind of a bitch about it. Pardon my language. And she screwed us over. And apparently she turned into a fucking wizard mage named Ben Sozia. And it looks like that's who, and she gestures to Cass, that appears to be. So this will be a fun little reunion for...
Great.
Alara and Cass. Actually, just Alara. The name Ben Sozia hits your ear a certain way, you've heard it before, or you found it in some kind of lore. There is significance to that name. Give me a religion check.
Okay. Religion check. God, these digital dice suck. 7.
Okay. You know there is some kind of significance to that name. You cannot put your finger on.
Okay.
Okay. So with that, Char just explained to the group that she was previously in a party with this individual.
So, if you don't mind me asking, why did this Trissandra turn on you all?
Well, and Autoluke looks at you, Char. It's like, can I talk now?
She sort of throws her hands up.
She got all weak in the knees for some fallen Asima old flame of his who was acting all crazy, and then I think sort of poisoned her mind against the group.
Oh.
Clearly, like, not a good guy. Lanky, and not to whatever, but he's like he was like a fallen angel. So I don't know.
Unrelated to the scourge, or just
Lanky?
another fallen angel?
No, the scourge are not fallen angels. Those are just like weapons of war that no longer have a purpose.
Okay. Well,
Which is
that's
kind of
good.
scary in and of its own right. Fallen angels are sort of like, for some reason, something in their past or something kind of like corrupted their bloodline.
Okay. And so she then killed you, Autoluke.
No,
And-
please, Trissandra. Hey, no. Just no. It was some raging guy with like a hammer that got a lucky hit in after a very long day.
Okay. And then presumably the group left the shrine area and left Trissandra behind or something, and she just got all buddy-buddy with the snakes?
It
Apparently.
may appear so, yes.
So
I
you're
don't
telling
know
me-
what her actual deal is.
So this Trissandra person, like, fucked that fucking wrecked what's his fucking name? The other wizard,
Oh,
Autoluke?
Faraday?
Faraday.
Faraday got fucked up?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know that?
Faraday's so, yeah.
Yeah, really fucked.
He actually, for the first time, looks genuinely concerned. He goes, oh, shit.
He went there with all the pieces of the.
Inevitable.
And he came back empty-handed, huh?
Came back empty-handed.
He
and
died. He didn't
died.
come back. He died there and got resurrected by his clone.
Specifically
Yikes.
killed himself because he felt
Yeah,
he
that's
couldn't
true.
do anything.
She apparently takes. Well, the whole reason this started is because I found out that she has Solomore, and she takes mages, I don't know,
He's got
and uses
Saul.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit. You think
And
she's
so
coming for me
Farad-
next? She's
Yeah,
collecting
probably.
members of the Savage Seven.
No, that's not what's happening. They just happen to be there. And
I'm
so
at the
Faraday.
center of all of this.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Faraday
Well, I
killed
think-
himself to get away from her, is what I'm trying to say on Luke. Not everything's about you.
Something's up.
I mean, you
Very well.
kind of are center adjacent to all of this. Not to boost your ego anymore, but
Don't.
I think she's collecting members of the Savage Seven. For what purpose, I'm not sure. She tried to get Faraday. She's already got Saul. I don't think I should be going to the shrine with you all.
Can
No, we
I,
weren't
Alex,
asking you to go.
can I sit there while everybody's talking about this and kind of like meditate on that name? And I'm going to cast guidance on myself and try again to look for an answer as to who that was.
You can cast guidance. I'm not going to give you another religion roll to try to see. If you can think of any spells that you have access to that you could try, then you could try to do one of that. But yes, Alara, you're in the background. Just like everyone noticed, Alara is looking quite perplexed right now and like not paying attention.
So you.
All right,
said,
Derek, I'll go.
I wasn't asking.
I mean,
So you said before that she wasn't like that powerful, but now apparently she kicked Faraday's ass and has Solinor under some kind of trance.
Like I said, there was sort of a swift change in her personality. And there was this vague sense that she didn't really know who she was, so I fear that maybe she remembered.
Cool.
Cool.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll cast
Besides,
Legend
it's-
Lore. I forgot I had that
Ooh,
spell.
There we go.
Nice. Yes.
You're casting Legend Lore?
Yeah.
Give me the deets.
I forgot
Remind me
what that
what
even
level
did.
spell this is?
That's a 5th level.
Okay, what are the components?
Legend Lore. Let's see here. Incense worth at least 250 gold, which the spell consumes, and 4 ivory strips worth at least 50 each. So if I needed to, I would go into another room and try to contact that
I'm
banker.
gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say you can burn these components, like mark them off.
Okay.
You can cast a spell right here. Like, I'm gonna ask you, like, do you want to do this or do you want me to? Like, what does it look like as you casually drop a 5th level spell to cast Legend Lore while everyone is having this moment?
I'd take the components out and put them on the table in a certain pattern, like ritualistic, and start kind of humming and speaking in a language I would think would be common to the Raven Queen, kind of asking for her help. And upon casting it, I would think she would answer, and my cloak or my clothes would kind of start billowing. There'd be a bit of force energy in the room that everybody could feel and kind of become heavier. And purple light would start like peering through my eyes, even though they're shut, as I just keep saying that name.
Okay. So you all watch as Alara just starts incanting. And with that, the lights begin to grow cold. In the it almost sounds like it's like a distant whisper that you hear audibly just go, oh shit. As Alara just begins shuffling these tarot cards. And with that, there's almost like this wind that gets swept up from inside the room that you're in. And you hear her and a chorus of Voidwing witches incanting the name Bensosia. And you all watch as from within the little fireplace within here, the fire completely goes out. And it slowly begins to glow with this deep red. And your eyes are all kind of brought into this fire, and you're almost lulled into this kind of almost dreamlike state. And you feel like something is grabbing your chins and pulling you down, like under the earth and into the hells. You see a beautiful, what is an angel? An angel that fell. Bensosia is one of the first devils, something known as a primeval, something that at one time was one of the first of the Celestials that chased after her father. A lot of what is known of Bensosia is her relation to her father. specifically that her father is one of the most mysterious yet the most powerful archdevil. Some would refer to him as the Lord of the Nine Hells. And with that, the name kind of creeps from the lips of the Raven Queen, almost with like a deep disdain as you hear the word Asmodeus. There is a story that Bensosia, being the daughter of Asmodeus, at one point rebelled against her father. And in a great battle between mortals and devils, Bensosia fell in love with a very powerful mortal who later took on the name Levistus. In retribution for this, Asmodeus punished Bensosia by scattering her memories and her existence through time and space. Basically put into purgatory where she would live, die, forever wandering with no purpose, having no clue who she was. In his anger, Levistus plunged into the nine hells with the intent to kill Asmodeus himself. And in doing so, he ended up in a stalemate where Asmodeus wouldn't fight him head on, yet he could not reach Asmodeus as he was encased in ice, becoming the archdevil of Stygia. And what came of Bensosia after she was scattered across time and space forever to repeat the cycle of life and death with no true purpose, basically exiled forever as a wanderer, no one knows. And as all these like memories play in your head as though you were just there, with that, the fire completely goes out. And then the candlelights kind of pick up again. And Alara, you have your senses back.
So the whole time that was happening, was the Raven Queen speaking through me to? I would think that she was, or me saying this all out
It
loud.
was a whole chorus of voices, including
Okay.
one much more powerful voice that was speaking through.
So I take a deep breath in. All the material components that were on the table are now gone. Well, that answers that, I guess.
So there's a devil that got his memory back. If we're gonna like footnotes it.
Her memory, it seems. Unless you're talking about the Ice Boy.
Talking about Vensosia, with Trissandra, whatever her name is.
Yeah, seems like it. Feeling a lot less confident in fighting her. Is that just me?
You know,
I mean, yeah, you know, the
Yeah.
words primeval and Lord of the Nine Hells do not inspire.
confidence.
Yeah.
Um, that being said, maybe we just try and free Solenoa? Like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know.
Cass, what did the traveler say about all this? You said in Faraday's tower that something about the traveler or your gun said you needed to go here. I presume it wasn't to help save Solonor.
It was the precursor, and he's a little shy with his words, so it was more of a symbolic conversation and a feeling. Looking at this map, I am assuming it's something to do with the world tree, since that's its only connection. But if that's not really the world tree, then yeah, maybe it's just a large branch of it. I don't really know. I could try to ask the traveler, but not today. Or I could just pull up the precursor, or you could just be a little more clear with your words if you'd like. No pressure. I kind of force consciousness onto you. That's fine. I set it on the table. Maybe
I
taking
like
a
look
moment.
very confused because I don't think we've ever seen this gun talk. So it's just like
Yeah. You
we
look
just-
at the gun, and as you set it on the table, you watch as these vines begin to grow thorns as it turns dark, and it scrapes itself along the table and points southeast.
It was southeast. Oh, yeah, okay.
You're here.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Vague as always, as all good answers are, I guess. Listen, I don't really know, guys. It's a gun that is
I
from
don't
a
know.
different world.
With that, you see Autoluke is characteristically quiet and looks genuinely extremely distraught.
Should we get the boat up in the ship up in the air and flying? We're gonna have some time to think about this, and well, Jinbong, this kind of seems well, I don't know. I don't want to involve you in anything that might just get you killed.
He just kind of looks a little overwhelmed, but says, I have made an oath of friendship, and I will do what my friends think is for the best.
Yeah, we should drop you off, probably.
Yeah, you could have a lot to learn.
He just slowly nods. And with that, Autoluke kind of goes over to you, Casp, and whispers to you. He says, you do know what is said to lie beneath the Serpent Lord's shrine, do you not?
He reaches into his pocket, grimacing, pulls out a roughly shaped coal in the shape of a snake. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say one of those two giant beasts. Oh, wait. If I had to really make an educated guess, one of the beasts that destroyed the world this gun is from. But that's all.
He says, when Karsus created his avatar, he took much of Netheril with him. It was shaped from the very land, but he created a functioning body of a god. You can even see the shape of its anatomy when you look at them. And there are some scholars who believe that beneath the Serpent Lord's shrine is the beating heart of Karsus. Being a wizard, I know what my mind goes to if someone plopped the beating heart of an avatar of a god in my lap. I wouldn't do anything with it, but someone like Faraday, it stands to reason what his interest with that would be. Now, a wizard becoming a god, to be honest, that doesn't really scare me. Yes, we would all probably instantaneously die, and it would be a calamity. Now, say an agent of Asmodeus had an interest in something similar. That brings a chill down my spine.
Right. Not good.
No, it is not.
Well, everyone, I think we should maybe focus on getting Solinor, because that might be something we can do. And maybe we should just, it's something we should just do. But we, a long time ago it seems, wanted to stop Faraday from getting the pieces of the inevitable because he needed Arnath to open up something in Serpent Lord's Shrine. And, well, he doesn't have the pieces anymore, and I think, right, Bensozia does.
So you're saying we were trying to stop Faraday from doing, we need to stop Bensozia from doing?
If we want to hold to whatever ideals we had before, to whatever...
I mean, presumably the ideal of the world not ending. At least in this way, because there's 7 other ways it could happen still.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a bit of our moral obligation, I think. We could just be like everybody else and live until everything gets wiped out. Right? But we've been doing all this shit for some reason or another. There's no real point in just turning our backs now.
You don't have to convince me. Say less. I want to kill her anyway, so...
I wouldn't be opposed to it. That's not going to be a problem for you, Shar. Autoluke, is it?
Oh, I mean, beyond any personal grievances, there are lines that must be drawn. And this is too much power for one person to have, lest anyone aligned with the Lord of the Nine Hells.
Yeah, Trissandra, she's dead to me. So I would be happy to aid you guys in taking on Bensozia.
So maybe, Cass, I'm still of the
Yes.
mind that we try and get Saul out first, and maybe we could get information from him about how to stop her.
It's not a bad plan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm still of the mind that before we do any of that, we take that FETC outpost.
I think that's a great idea.
At least to give us a little bit of a base of operations to
Mm-hmm.
work the area from.
Amphibious assault.
Yeah.
Oh God. Hey, Shar. The previous group you were in. Surely it wasn't just you and Otto, Luke, and Trissandra.
No, there were two more. There was Captain Reyna Kalamov, of course, and there was Aoka.
Are these, well, Reyna, we can... Are you friends with them?
We haven't really kept in touch, but yeah, we left on friendly terms, I suppose.
Names to keep in mind if we need help, I guess.
So
I did
let's
that.
drop off Jinbon?
Yeah.
And then maybe plan to get an encampment?
Kill some corporate bastards.
I mean, really, what have they done? What? I'm all for killing them, because... But, yeah, you know what? Let's not bring up that debate.
Honestly,
Kind of
Cass,
like
I'm with you.
side eyes Shar and looks towards the rest of you and says, "The FETC encampment question might not quite be as corporate as you think.
What do you mean?
There is a fringe branch within one of the exploration houses of the FETC that is run by a young, ambitious man who it seems destiny may have brought him to the shrine. And he has accumulated a group of special individuals and looks towards Shar and says, people like Shar, Reyna, and Trissandra that also perhaps have a calling to that place. He calls them Exarch.
We? Where did we hear that? We heard that in relation to
I think they
children of gods or something. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Are you
In my own,
spawned from a sea demon? That's all I wrote down. I don't know.
it is a loosely used term by various arcane and religious scholars. Um, the way I think about it is someone that was created outside of the general folds of evolution. And with that, he kind of creates this little diagram with a silent image, and he watches this little beam of light as he just says, imagine, if you will, various peoples and races that have been created by various gods. Those creations then procreate and sort of spread out and what's the word? Propagate. There are stories of certain creatures, demons, gods that in a time long after have made new creations in parallel. Things that don't necessarily fall neatly in any one of these categories. There are many stories of this, one actually being the demigod of Alpha is said to be an exarch of a demon prince, despite being a hero who has done much good. It is said that they may look and act like other people. They may look like elves, men, looking at Shar, Tabaxi, but perhaps have a lineage that is more recent.
So
At any rate, the leader of this fringe group, Xander, has acquired a lot of these individuals. For what purpose, I'm not sure, but it has taken him to the Serpent Lord's shrine, where it seems he may be at odds with Cassandra, one of his former recruits.
that name sounds familiar.
All this to say, they're not your typical brand of FETC corpos. And while they not be directly allied with your group, they may be enemies of your enemy.
So they could be helpful.
Well, it sounds like they're
I
one
cannot
doing the
say.
same thing we're kind of doing.
And full disclosure, I may have acted as a consultant for their organization. And if you consider that a conflict of interest, I can happily recuse myself from the situation entirely.
Wait, so you worked for the FETC?
No. Well, before that I did. I was on the Council of Mages. I told you this.
No, you didn't.
This came up. Cass is nodding. He heard.
I think he might have, but again, you say a lot of things, Luke. Oh, new proposal.
It was sort of a
we
big
do our
deal.
job. We go there. We drop the ship off on the outskirts. I kind of agree with Shar. We don't need to necessarily be there while they get their pirating itch scratched. So we could land somewhere on the seaside or even southerly of it and let our crew go do their thing.
Around Orphan?
Around Orphan, yeah, if we want to make less of an entrance going into...
No, I'd say let the crew do their thing around Orphan.
Yeah. Like we plop down in the ocean somewhere near Orphan and make our way to, I guess, through Sarek's Run up north. Or...
You could do an airdrop as well.
Well, I thought we were trying not to make an entrance.
I mean, it's in the wild of the jungle. Who would notice you?
That's a good point.
You don't think Benzozia would notice that? A giant ship in the jungle?
I must say, As far as I could tell, Bensozi is still a mortal. Like, she was a proper chuckle fuck, just like some of you once were. Still are, maybe.
Never chuckle fuck.
But,
yeah, but none of us handed Faraday his ass.
but perhaps you could have.
Yeah, we never really tried, to be fair.
That's very true. I think we could have taken him.
I mean, he did suck the fucking wizard out of a whole room of wizards.
But perhaps that
Happens.
weakened him. There is a reason
Certainly
that
did.
there are limits to magic. And I have suspected for a while now that Faraday's arcane misadventures perhaps may have been paramount to his downfall. So
Okay.
I know that I often have a sort of maverick type attitude when it comes to these sort of situations. But genuinely, there must be a limit of how much power a single mortal could amass in such a short time.
As often as I disagree with Luke's plans, I don't think an airdrop is a bad idea. I mean, we don't drop
Besides,
directly. Hold on. I'm not saying we drop directly onto the Serpent Lord Shrine. That's asinine. But maybe closer to the shore. You know?
Yeah.
Can we get that map again, Shaw? Like,
There you
maybe
go.
even put us near those ruins of Gone. Do a little investigatory work.
Char, you would know that one place that specifically was most devoid of activity was this Lurkrot Pass, and specifically there is a deserted old FETC encampment.
That's not a bad place either.
Okay.
Then we could yeah, maybe just check out the World Tree on our way to the other encampment. Just walk on by it, see if it's, the real deal or not, or
Yeah,
what's going on
Drop
there.
into the deserted encampment and hit up the World Tree, and then maybe see what we can find out about the FETC.
Or see if we find a whole bunch of prisoners that we could just scoop one of. Just throwing ideas out there if we're just swinging by stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Char, do you think, or Luke, I guess, anybody who's been out here, if I could show you the surrounding area, do you think you might get a sense of where it is? Where they're keeping where they're keeping him?
I mean, it's worth a shot, I think.
Anna shrugs.
Okay. I'll just scry right now. Try to. Since. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do I get to roll, right?
Yeah, you roll a wisdom with -9.
Okay, so that's going to bring him to a 15.
That's a fail. That's 18.
Okay. So with that, you watch as Salinor is in what looks like the ruins of an old shrine, and you watch as there is a massive, like, snake-like creature with just like 6 heads that is kind of hissing orders elsewhere, but not in Salinor's direction. you watch as Solinor is just like very methodically, like picking up these like mounds of rubble with telekinesis spells and just like moving earth and like this ruin and clearly like excavating something at a speed that could only be done by a very high level sorcerer.
I would like to minor illusion what I am seeing like every 6 seconds. Like I can't do, I don't think I can do moving images, but I'll do like a slideshow of what I am seeing since it is.
So because this is a cantrip, this is going to be extremely crude.
Mhm.
So give me an Arcana check for this.
Does that snake have 6 heads?
Said make a snake with 6 heads. 18.
18. Okay. Autoluke and Shar can either roll a, well, actually, this used to be a survival check
A
at
what survival
disadvantage.
check?
Just survival check at disadvantage with a DC of 22.
Can I make I'll do restore balance, so it's just a straight roll.
On who?
You said survival check? Sure.
All right, straight roll.
Also, does my is this in the forest?
Let me check the different types of terrain here because you're getting a lot of
And if it
mileage
is-
out of this range.
If it is in the forest, does my advantage on survival check apply?
Son of a bitch. It would technically be a forest, yes, so you have advantage on this.
Go from
Nice.
disadvantage to advantage.
How the turntables. Survival. Okay, first is an unnatural 20. Oh, 2 unnatural 20s.
Okay. So you are not quite sure because like the whole place is surrounded by ruins. In fact, you recall, or Autoluke will kind of like blather on about how the reason this is even here to begin with is because the Wanti were literally part of like Netheril in that they lived underground and they had these temples. And when Karsus' avatar literally scooped the land like out of the earth and like picked it up into the sky, it like took all these like Wanti structures for a ride, and then he died, fell into the ocean, and then like the body surfaced into the island it is now. And these temples like basically lived through all of that. So all these temples are ruins. So from your best guess, it could be the Serpent Lord Shrine proper, the Mausoleum of Smundul, or the Ziggurat of Narander, or the Ruins of Dawn. Could be any one of those structures.
Nice. That narrows it down.
I say we still do what Varric's plan was.
Hey,
I think we hot drop the ship off near somewhere right there so they can go do their pirating things. Or rather, we drop in and they go do their things. And we can make our way across to the FETC encampment, check out those ruins on the south, see if there's any prisoners, and potentially make friends. If not, kill them all.
Yeah.
so deserted encampment, hot drop. World Tree ruins are gone. FETC,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
cool. Sounds like a plan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's see. I feel like we should consider how we are going to stay relatively undetected throughout this.
Can you make some We can split
I
invisibility.
do. Oh, I was thinking more about scrying, but that's a good point too.
I can get half of the party if you can get the other half.
I should be good on my own.
I mean, I don't doubt your skills, Shar, but there's not very many shadows when you're falling through the air.
Oh, we're talking about the drop.
What if we just do it at night?
Oh, yeah. There,
That's amazing.
there you go. Yeah.
That saves
Everything's a
spells.
shadow.
Well, I mean, it also means we don't need to be invisible.
Okay, yeah.
It'll be nighttime when we get there anyways, so that kind of works out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we gotta drop off Jimbong too.
Yeah. Is there, you got any more slots in that Palantir to let Iron Soul know he might have a visitor? Oh, goodbye, Eddie.
I do not. I messaged Autoluke and Scried.
Hmm.
Still.
I mean, he didn't attack us right out.
Yeah.
The gate. Maybe one of us
Honestly,
goes
maybe we
down.
go tell him about this, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm down for an adventure with you guys. Let's just pick up a whole bunch of people."
Doubt that, but maybe.
Yeah, let's go down with Jimbong and just kind of explain the
Like a
situation.
warm handoff, if you will.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is our friend. Hey, friend, this is our not enemy, which is rare. You guys look the same. Wow.
They were.
Yeah.
Jinbong was called something.
Okay, so we are heading to the specific spot in Dilmiri Desert.
Mm-hmm.
That weird cave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're getting the ship moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that, you set off. Is there anything you would like to do while you take this like 12-hour sky ride?
Maybe. Depending on what Pandara is doing.
What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know. We previously talked about big plans, but I don't know if now is the time for big
Oh.
plans with the ship. So if you're not doing anything, just a
Yeah.
little project.
Little project. Little mini ship project. No, she's probably too stressed. Oh, I'm going to pour over the. I'm going to hang out with Leopold and talk about all of the books that Faraday left and read all of his paperwork and studies on Benzozia.
Give me an Arcana check.
An 18. That's just the roll today.
Okay. So there is a passage or like a series of passages that he has been looking into that specifically delve into like ancient serpentine deities. And a lot of this does start to involve like lore of the Wanti themselves. A lot of this text kind of explores the nature of like how the Wanti people came to being. specifically that they were kind of like subservient to a different like reptilian race, and ultimately like rose up against their captors and created like a brutal and vicious society of their own that worship basically a single deity called a Seth. That is Seth.
Very snake-like.
It seems like a very monotheistic religion in basically their worship of this creature that they call like the world serpent. There's a bunch of little like excerpts from passages that kind of go into this, but one specifically that comes that like stands out to you, I will post in the chat. But it says, "Seek the rod, and you shall find the serpent. Seek the serpent, and you shall find the truth. But beware, for the path is fraught with peril, and the price of knowledge is eternal servitude."
Ominous.
All right, does anyone else say anything?
Yeah, Cass is going to do a little. Sindara's researching and reading, so this is pure experimentation. So he goes somewhere away from people and perhaps on a part of the ship that would be the least necessary if things were to explode. He pulls out one of the shards of orchard glass. I've got 7.9 thousand gold worth of it.
Okay.
And he takes one of the smallest shards, or even perhaps like the leftover remnants of what Varric has used to work on, like the chips and everything, and attempts to fabricate two hollow hemispheres, using this orchard glass. I don't think technically it's a magic item, and I would argue that this isn't exactly a complicated thing that would require tool sets. But if, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might get Varric to help with jewelers or not. I don't know. But he's just trying to make two hollow hemispherical domes that fit together like molecularly perfectly.
Sorry, what are you making this structure out of?
Orchard glass.
And how are you crafting it?
Fabricate.
Yeah, you should be able to do that.
Okay, so he takes about 10 minutes or so for the whole ritual. And he picks whatever smallest chunks he has. It's like a sphere about 8 inches in diameter.
Giving me like nuclear vibes. Is that what that's what I'm getting?
Pay no
like
mind
you're holding
to your
the nuclear
intuition.
core. Just
Pay no attention to your intuition.
Okay.
So that works.
Yep.
He like places the two like halves together and kind of sees that they align pretty perfectly, satisfied. And then he takes some of the what is it called? Sovereign glue, and slathers it on the bottom half. And places that onto like the very he's at the very front of the ship, away from everybody. And holds an action to cast. Oh God, what can't? Yeah, to cast Eldritch Blast. Kind of holds the barrel of his gun as he slowly lowers the top half of the hemisphere. And just testing things out, wants to fire 3 Eldritch Blasts into the sphere as he closes the other half with the Sovereign Glue. And just sees what happens, really.
Okay.
I'm doing
sounds like
what
you're
I
trying
said
to-
I'm doing. I don't know what's going to
It
happen.
sounds like you're trying to break a physics engine.
From his understanding of orchard glass, it holds magical energy extremely well. I'm trying to create a like molecularly completely sealed off environment with magical energy that has nowhere to go.
And you're trying to do this by like fast swapping, like shooting the spell, slamming it shut, and catching it like it's a butterfly.
I literally have the butter knife like propping open this demon core with my held
This
action.
David Core, I was like, this is
That's what
this is a
I'm going
nuke
for.
story.
And as soon as I release the held action of Eldritch Blast, I like boop, pop the whole thing into place to seal it with the Sovereign Glue. Just a cantrip.
So are you what are you hoping will happen from the outcome of this? I'm just curious.
The intention would be for a...
Are you trying to like suspend this energy like perpetually?
Yes. His intention would be to use a much greater, not offensive spell that would be held like in perpetuity within this sphere, but I don't have anything prepared that is that Eldritch Blast is like my only targeted spell that I could do.
Okay, we're gonna come back to this because I need to make like a little table of possible effects.
Okay.
Okay, is anyone else doing anything as we're traveling?
Shard's gonna do a little bit of light reading. And how much time? We have like 12 hours.
Yes.
I'm gonna read the manual of quickness of action. Get some dex
Get some reading
upgrades.
in. Okay, I think you still have some time to put into that, don't you?
It says 6 hours over 6 days.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we'll say that you can finish it then.
Sick.
So with that, as you finish the book, the like arcane words in there just kind of like glow really bright and then dim, and you watch as the ink just begins to leak off of the page, and they like just go to the bottom of the book where you expect ink to just leak out, but nothing does, and the book is now just blank. Okay. So you increase your dexterity score by 2.
How do I make that change?
I can do that for you. All right. Now we'll go back to Cass. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Oh, I'd like to help Cass in any way I could, if he wants it.
Okay, Varric, give me a jeweler's check. So this is going to be a proficiency dexterity check. Unless you can think of a different way you want to help.
No, that's cool. $19. Use a proficiency and dexterity, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 19.
Okay. So, Kat, you are rolling straight roll. Arcana check.
Roll Arcana. Come on. Okay. 16.
Okay. I want you to roll 2d4 and tell me the number you get on each of them.
2 and 3.
Okay. So as you attempt to do this, you feel that whether it's just like an angle of how this spell was hit, you fire off the Eldritch Blast, and what happens is that, how is this thing mounted? You're just holding it loose?
It's like there's a nest of clothing that he's pulled out from his minstrel bag and is just nestled in some clothing.
Yeah. So like Palantir style from Lord of the Rings. So you fire it in there, and what happens is you watch it like ricochets off the orb. You enclose it in there, and you can see almost like this wild bead of magical energy that accelerates until it gets to a point where the entire thing is like glowing white, and then your spell is like shot through the mythalium itself. And there's this moment where it basically casts like a million Eldritch Blasts at every possible vector. Both you and Varric need to make a dexterity saving throw here.
I need to stop rolling this dice.
14.
14 as well. No, 18. Or, sorry, 15.
Take 30 points of force damage.
What was that?
And you are 39 points of force damage, and you're both shot back 20 feet. As that orb just, and it just lets out this and like explosion. The ship is going to take this damage too.
I tried.
And with that, the orb, with that, the orb like doesn't move because it shot out this force at like perfectly equal vectors everywhere, as it just is like suspended in the air, and it just falls and lands in that nestled pile of clothing. It is not broken.
Quick question.
Yep.
I assume that wasn't the intended outcome.
Well, I've run up to the orb, see that it's in one piece. I mean, it wasn't exactly a failure. I think.
Felt like a horse kicked me in the chest.
Yeah. That sorry about that. I should have told you to run before I did it. No, I'd say that was a success, actually. You know what? Now I just gotta open it and do. I don't think I need your help next time, but thanks for being willing.
Well, I'm gonna go anywhere other than down here.
Right. Grab the orb and yeah, throw it into the portable hole. Try again tomorrow.
Find Alara.
Okay. She will offer you some healing.
Well, that's not what I was going to do, but I'll take it.
Okay. What do you want to do with Laura?
Be like, maybe check on Cass, make sure he's alright.
Okay.
But I'll take healing if she's saying that.
Yeah, she'll offer it.
How much healing?
Let's see. She'll do a Prayer of healing. And she'll hit you with 16.
Cool.
So with that, you make your way over to the Dalmiri Desert, to your point where you last saw Iron Soul, and you're going to drop him off. Drop off Jim.
Yeah,
We're gonna do like a warm handoff. We'll like
Yeah,
walk
we're
him
gonna
in the cave.
Warm transfer.
Okay. Okay. With that, you get the ship low. He kind of jumps off to all of you, and you kind of see where it is, and he just kind of waves and just begins like walking towards the cave.
Does Iron Soul, can we all project my voice? Do we see Iron Soul? Does he greet us at the
There's
entrance?
you see a large campfire that you clearly see some there.
I feel like we should walk him in, right? Doesn't
Yeah.
it feel weird to just like drop him in the desert and leave?
Yeah, we should at least
Yeah.
like let him know what's up.
Yeah,
It's like, what
okay.
if Iron Soul doesn't want to keep him?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, real quick.
So
we'll
I'm
make
gonna
this quick.
follow.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Okay. With that, you kind of walk in, and sure enough, as you begin like stepping in, you see like a figure kind of appear from a sitting to a standing position as Iron Soul begins to walk towards your group, carrying like a wooden stave. With that, as he walks over, he notices the identical appearing Jinbong. As Jinbong just like waves and says, "Wow, it is such a pleasure to meet another of the young Shin." And with that, Iron Soul just nods and says, "What is it you're all doing here?"
Well, we saved this guy from some ice. It's frozen. Kind of thought maybe.
And why did you bring him here instead of with his people?
Well,
Kind of on like eat, pray, love thing. And we had mentioned that we knew of someone who looked just like him.
With that, Jinbong speaks up and says, "After meeting my new friends, I found myself on a quest for enlightenment, a quest for true enlightenment, as I felt that there was knowledge outside of our borders that was worth seeking." And with that, Ironfall just looks at him and says, "Well then, you have come to the right place, Jinbong." And he kind of like cocks his head curiously, and he says, "At one time, my name was also Jinbong. I was Jinbong 1.
He's
And
very cool.
he just nods. And with that, you watch as Jinbong just turns back towards you guys and just goes, "Jinbong 1, you guys."
it's kind of like your grandfather.
Get like a thumbs up, like yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
And with that, Iron Soul just like beckons and just says, "Come, we have much to discuss." And he just kind of like gestures him over towards the campfire. And with that, he looks back at all of you and just says, "I wonder where your travels are leading you next."
Gonna go fight like a demon lord or something? The devil?
Just over the mountains.
Primeval. That's what it was.
Are you beckoning towards the southeast?
Yeah.
He says, "Perhaps repair the wound that was left in the world by myself and my companions."
I mean, yeah, that'd be.
gonna
totally
give
cool.
it a try.
if it's any, if you care at all, your former companion, Faraday, has decided to flee the island. Sort of got his ass handed to him, going back home. I don't know how important that is to you, but you're kind of one of the last of the 7.
Will you end all Luke?
What Faraday
Eleanor's
does
not
does not
dead
concern me.
yet.
Well, I guess Beaumont's back too, right?
Yeah, well,
So,
Yeah.
seems like there's more of the 7 now than when we last saw.
My old companions, in many ways, were misguided. I don't trouble myself with their dealings anymore, as I found that they had set me on the wrong path. And then he like looks over back towards Jinbong, and then looks back towards your group, and says, "You were right to bring him to me. Thank you."
You're welcome.
we thought so.
Well, Jimbong 4, if you want to see us again, just
He rushes over and gives you a hug, Merrick.
I, like, somewhat shocked, give him a hug back.
And he just goes, "I'll never forget you."
I hope.
And he goes over to Sandara, and he says, "Out of everyone here, you were my favorite because you
Thanks,
gave me a new
Mama.
hand."
Oh yeah, I did.
pretty
Take good
great.
care of that hand.
And then he looks at you, Cass, and says, "I like the way that sometimes you say what's really on your mind, even if it's mean."
Thank you. One of the
And then
few friends we've made.
And he looks at you, Shar, and says, "I feel like you and I never really got to talk that much, but the way you killed people I thought was really scary."
What are you talking about? I taught you how to kill a Wanti, remember?
I do, but that was less talking and more gesturing. And the way it made me feel was powerful, and then afraid of that feeling.
That's good. Chase that feeling.
You watch as he looks over towards Iron Soul, and Iron Soul just gives him like a gentle and he just like nods and goes, "Okay, I will." And with that, Iron Soul just kind of looks over you all and says, "Well, I wish you the best on your travels, and perhaps we'll see each other again."
If you get the hankering to destroy a primeval, just go over the mountain, I guess. We'll be there.
We'll be there.
He just gives you a nod and then like begins walking back to his large campfire, kind of gesturing for Jinbong to follow.
As we walk away, I want to say, why does he need a campfire? Does he get cold?
Probably old habits dying.
A good point.
That also went significantly better than I thought it.
Honestly, Jinbon might be the best thing we've done in this world.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's up there.
I mean, I feel like the amount of repairing my marriage has been pretty good.
That was pretty good, yeah.
It's kind of a you
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I
I'm part
mean,
of the
yeah.
world, aren't I?
Now, I get what Cass is saying. He's saying that Jinbon is the group's
Yeah.
contribution to this plane.
I mean, without you guys, I'd still be in a mine, getting drunk and banging hoes in a tent.
Listen, I
Wish you
wasn't
had a
there. There
tent.
wasn't that much of the banging part.
Oh yeah, more than 0%.
Right, back on the ship.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I hate this.
Well, with that, you guys begin heading back and making your way southeast.
Take us to the drop point.
Okay. Where are you hoping to drop?
Is it nighttime yet?
It is not nighttime.
We'll wait until nighttime.
Yeah, let's stay on the other side of the mountains until the sun sets.
This is gonna be a high to low open.
Halo
Okay.
drop, let's go.
All
High
right. It's
low, slow fall.
Everybody put your mask on. We gotta look cool.
Yeah.
okay. So it's gonna be pretty. Are you going like when it's like pitch black?
Yeah, the darkest night part.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you wait until nightfall, and then you are where exactly?
Yeah.
Where are you trying to drop exactly?
The deserted camp,
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
I believe so.
How long is it from Jimbong to night dark? To dark 30?
I'd say it's going to be about like 3 hours before it gets like pitch black, and then from there, it's going to be another probably like an hour journey. So you can time it so that you're over where you think it's going to be at exactly that time.
Cool, let's do that.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I should go. I guess it's kind of Sindara's thing.
Yeah, you can tell Leland he can drive
Oh, I
too.
guess, yeah, Leland drives. Forgot about that.
Okay.
Cass just remembered he's in a relationship. Is Dunsparrow on the ship still, or has she left?
She left.
Oh, okay.
Unless, did you, like, she had just teleportation.
I just mean, has she, like, when we got back to the ship, she was already gone?
She was already gone.
Okay, then I'm not. Then, yeah. Never mind.
Okay. Okay. So with that, let's see, who's coordinating your how are you doing this exactly?
Do you think we'd plan to that far ahead?
I feel like
Well,
we hover low to the trees. We wait for an opening that signals that we're over the deserted encampment. And then we feather fall down. No?
Cool.
Okay.
pretty much, yeah. Just tell the crew to basically just not stop, and they can continue south, land in the ocean, and hey, if you guys want to get your pirating itch out of the way, any vessel is open game, I suppose. Just don't get the ship sunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pick your target carefully.
Can I have over the last 3 hours asked the chef to pack some meals for us?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So I just figure we're gonna be like freaking in the jungles of Vietnam for a little bit, and
Yeah.
Before we go native, we'd like to have a few meals.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, very doable. Okay. So with that done, you have all your supplies. You are ready for the drop. As you look towards the deserted camp, let me get a couple perception checks here.
Happily. 25.
Okay. With your elven vision, you can see it looks as though there is a small skyship that is landed in the deserted encampment, yet it appears abandoned.
25.
Okay. Yep.
Cool.
Does this guy's ship look familiar, or like it has any markings signifying who it hails from?
Um,
I mean, I feel like I
you
only know
cannot
like
see
3
from
sky
here.
ships.
You
Okay,
said it
sounds
looks
good.
abandoned.
hmm
Does it look operational?
From this distance, you can't tell. You don't. I mean, there doesn't appear to be any damage on it that you can see.
I've only seen one other sky ship and only know of one other person who operates one.
And they'd have a reason to be here.
Yep.
Reyna?
Captain
Maybe
Kalimov.
it's theirs. Maybe it's a totally different one, and we should totally steal it if it's not Reyna's.
Yeah, add to the fleet.
Yeah. You know what I always say? 2 sky ships are better than 1.
Okay.
As we
I've
all
never heard you say
So-
that before in your life.
You don't know me that well.
So with that, you go to make your drop. How are you guys doing this?
As we line up on the edge of the ship, Cass just pulls out a little baggie. Any extra juice for anyone else before we drop?
Juice? Like actual juice?
Yeah, sure.
Like you have apple juice in there?
He's dumping out a pile of powder onto his palm. It's some kind of juice. Listen, alright, you guys don't see him.
Fuck
There's Auto
yeah.
Luke when you need him.
Let me do some.
Oh, well, I'm not one
That's
to
what
say no.
happens when you offer people juice. Yes.
He half doses his remaining dragon dust, and then just hands the baggie to Varric.
Okay.
You're a bit of a
Okay.
bigger guy, so that'll probably be fine.
Sure, never done recreational drugs. Got it.
But his brain's the same size.
Yeah.
Both of you guys give me wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
Well, 9.
12.
Okay. You are both considered poisoned.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
rock and roll.
So everything is just like you'll like move your hand and then you'll see it like happening. There's like it happens and there's like a trail of your hand. There's like a delay. Everything's just kind of like you see right now, and you can't feel anything.
Dude, this
Like
is
it's cold up at this altitude, and you can't feel which direction you're going because like you cannot feel the wind on your skin. Everything just feels kind of numb. Your heart rate is like through the roof, and your eyes are getting like really dry where they keep like just blinking and blinking and blinking. They're obviously high.
Better than alcohol, right? And Cass leans back and just falls off.
Yeah, I follow his lead.
Jump up
Okay.
immediately to keep these.
For the
motherfuckers
next for the next 10 minutes, you now each have access to a breath weapon that will be a constitution-based attack. Varric, your breath weapon is going to be a frost breath.
Nice.
Cass, what form are you in?
Cass.
You're in Cass form. Your breath weapon is fire.
Dude,
Cool.
can we can we breath weapon battle? Like
He's
try to
high.
see who's the stronger?
Dragon Ball
Okay.
Z
I cast
style.
Yeah.
Featherfall at some point.
Okay. So they jumped off. Dorsey, you're jumping. You cast Featherfall. Okay.
Where's Char?
Jumping off the ship
Oh, okay.
completely sober.
Okay.
Same girl.
Okay. So you all jump off. You cast Featherfall. I would like stealth checks from Cass and Varric at disadvantage.
Cool. Already my best.
Everything at disadvantage.
Actually,
Not bad. 18.
not bad. 10.
Oh, I'm already at disadvantage for stealth, so okay.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I'm already at disadvantage for stealth as well.
So as you all land, you watch as Varric, he's experimenting with his frost breath, as he's just like, kind of like shouting. And as he shouts, you just see this like cone of like frost that like comes out. It's just like cold energy. So it's like, it's crazy, Varric. It looks like you're just talking at something. Like you notice if you yell at something, it freezes.
It's like dragon shouts in Skyrim.
Yep.
Kind of, except it's any shout you want. So you could shout whatever. So I'd imagine Varric might find himself looking at a plant, just being like, and it does.
Nice.
As you get close, you realize that in this encampment, um, it appears that there is this ship is not Reina Kalimov's. It is much smaller, and it is pretty clearly an FETC ship.
Oh.
And in the darkness, you see as like this shape emerges, kind of very like obviously brought out by the noise that Varric was giving. And you watch as a massive six-headed snake-like creature appears and begins to rush at Varric as the rest of you are still landing.
Dude, pulling out my hammer. It's about to go down.
So I would like you all to give me a initiative check, please.
Nice. Step one of the plan. Fail.
Step 1, initiative. Always.
The thing definitely has 6 heads, right?
I don't know.
Does this count as an ability
Ooh.
check, right?
This does count as ability check, so this is at disadvantage.
God damn it.
Oh, that's a natural 20, damn it.
Oh, still not bad. 25. Whoa, that's not cool.
Oh, gross.
Okay.
Terrible.
27.
31.
You guys are smashing me.
Wow.
Good lord. 17.
So sorry, let's go. Who got above a 20?
25.
31.
At disadvantage?
19 and 17. Plus 8.
Centaur 31. How's it even possible? Did you take alert?
Gift of alacrity.
Okay. And then Shah?
27.
Jesus, this one of these missions. Medical D6. And then Cass?
17.
What's your initiative modifier, guys?
Plus 7.
Still high. Okay. So Top Third Sandara, you are going to be in the sky as you notice that Varric is very clearly being set upon by this creature. Let me get us informative here. Okay. Camera screen. New windows.
Whoa. Hella cool, dude.
Ooh, ominous.
Oh, spooky.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Get like a night vision thing going on. All right, where's the stack? and then cast. You landed as well.
Left. To your left. I saw him for a split second. He was unnamed.
There it is. Cass and Varric, give me, or just Cass and Varric, give me acrobatics checks.
Mm-hmm. Straight.
Wow.
Wait, no.
Wow.
Okay. 15.
Okay, that's good enough for our purposes.
I rolled a 13 plus 8.
Okay.
A number. It's a number more than 15. We're at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, for attacks and ability checks.
13.
Okay. So top of the round, Sundar, you see this. You are still 20 feet in the air, and this thing is rushing Varric right now.
All right. I will bonus action activate innate sorcery. I will action cast hold monster.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Dude, there's Sarah Stoneheart. Drop
Good
her
fail.
in, coach.
It fails. Hold on.
Ooh,
Hold on. It has advantage against this.
Oh, so fail again. Oh wait, can I take away his advantage with my reaction?
You can.
Restore balance.
Boom.
Nice.
Get fucked.
Okay. It fails.
Probability wizard.
Just
You
slinging spells
watch.
from the air.
I'll say this, it's hard to keep this thing down, not because it's so wise, but because it is a conglomerate of so many different minds. It's basically just like its whole body is made up of tiny snakes, and there's like 6 larger snakes that have been fused together. So it is like frozen and sitting there just kind of like writhing around, where like some of the smaller snakes still have function, but not enough to get this larger conglomerate.
That's
I'll shout down, take advantage of this.
That brings us to Shar. You are flying in the air.
Is that a wisdom save, Jasmine?
Yes.
Okay.
How does it work? If I sneak
No, it is paralyzed until it succeeds on a save, which it can try
on its turn.
At the end of each of its turn.
Cool. So I don't have to worry about bopping it.
Now you can bop it. You can bop it hard. Bop it. Twist it.
Pull it.
So I'm flying in the air. Is it, that's that one southmost one is me.
So, well, okay, let me ask you this. Where do you want to be? Because you are very dexterous. Varric and Cass jumped off first, but you tried to jump off like immediately after them.
Who is that closest to the snake guy?
That's Varric.
That's me.
Varric? Okay, I'll be next to Varric.
Okay. So we'll say, like, Escher falls. Give me an acrobatics check to see if you can pull this off.
It's 34.
Jesus.
Okay.
I'm a cat.
So I'll tell you this. This thing over here is full on paralyzed. If you attack it with any attack that's within 5 feet of it, it will be a critical hit.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Dang. Okay. I'm gonna do that. And that changes everything. Okay. We are going to attack with. Oh, hold on, reloading. Now, these, what are these things that I got last time? These arrows of Rhinethorn
Okay.
are those special effective against these types of foes?
You don't know. Nothing would tell you that they are specifically.
We told you they were for the demon, though.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you guys told me. Okay, so if they told me they're for the demon, I will not use those. And hold on, fucking page reloaded. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay. I'm gonna use my hand crossbows to attack not once, but thrice, including my bonus action.
Oh, before we do this, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
A what saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw to not be frightened of this thing.
What is
In
it?
fact, everyone that, except for Sundara, because you're far enough, on the start of your turn, have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Has it
16.
been 24 hours since our Heroes Feast?
Ooh, I forgot about that. That was breakfast.
That was breakfast
Today?
That was breakfast at Encosa.
It has not been 24 hours.
Sweet. Can't be frightened.
And advantage on wisdom saves.
Okay, yeah, you cannot be frightened then, never mind.
Oh, it's
Shar, you
not
can make your
HP.
attacks.
Fuck it up.
All right, first one is 30 to hit. Second
That hit.
one, 25.
Okay.
Last one is natural 1, but it's a 14.
Well, it's at advantage because it's paralyzed.
Another natural 1, but it's a 14.
Whoa. Rolling like me, dude.
1 in 400.
Okay. So roll for 2 critical hits, and I assume your sneak attack is going to be involved in this.
Yes.
And you got your extra Gloomstalker thing, so you roll a d8 on these attacks as well, which also gets doubled.
Okay. Well, hold on.
I really want to waft this. Knock its block off.
Hold on. What do I get a D6 for? Is that my Gloomstalker?
I think it's a D. I think so. I don't know. I think the Gloomstalker thing was a D8.
It is a D8. But I can only use that once.
Yeah, on your first attack, which is
Okay.
this.
Nice. Plus 4d4 for sneak attack.
Wait, sneak attack is D6s.
Oh. Yes, 4d6.
And then you double all the dice.
Okay. Sneak attack I can use for every turn or just the first?
Once per turn.
Okay, so So the first one was 33 points times 2, so 66 for the first hit.
Plus your modifier,
What
which is
modifier?
6. Your modifier is 6.
I thought my modifier was. Oh, it is 6. Yeah, that was plus my modifier.
Well, you don't double the modifier. You just double the dice. So 66 minus 6 then is 60. Because I think you doubled the modifier each.
Okay, yeah.
So 60 points for the first shot. Go
Wow.
ahead and give me the second shot.
Is 11.
Did you double the dice?
That would be a. Okay, so the first. Damn it. No, I didn't. So that's 11 minus 6, so 5, so 10 plus 6, so 16.
Okay.
And then this last one was a natural 1, so.
Good lord.
Yeah. Okay. So Char just spec ops fucking Halo ODST dives down. There's just this flash of black in the darkness as she leaps up at this thing, and no one even sees how this happened, but as she leaps up in the air, 2 bolts just fire out and hit this snake in both eyes on like the largest head, as it is just like hissing with pain. As Char lands, she takes the bolt, sticks it into its chest, and just fires point blank. What you didn't realize, and you realize just as you fire, there was a writhing humanoid body within the serpent's belly. And as soon as you fire, right where the head is, a bolt just sinks in the head and the body stops moving.
Ruh-roh.
That's going to bring us to Varric.
Wait, can I use my movement? Or was
You
is
still
that...
you still have you have movements.
Okay. I'm gonna get out of dodge.
Okay, where do you want to be?
Who was that around the corner?
There's another snake thing here.
No. Further. Oh, the other way.
This is Cass.
Yes, I want to run past Cass.
See ya.
Over here?
How much movement do I have? I have 35 feet. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Perfect. That brings us to Varric.
Cool. I want to smash.
Okay. Roll for
Uh,
smash.
I assume because I have disadvantage and advantage, I'm straight rolling.
You only have disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, cool. So I have advantage on this. Great.
Yes.
Let's roll the smash.
What are you smashing with?
My hammer of answering.
Okay. So you're not great weapon mastering then.
I mean, I might as well great one.
I don't think you can with this thing. I don't think it's big enough.
Okay, yeah, I don't have anything with me that's big enough to go master.
Okay.
29 for the first. Natty. 22.
Okay. So roll for your 3 hits. They all hit, and they're all crits.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah.
Cool. What do I have? A D8. I'm gonna, since we're fucking critting on all this, we're gonna add some shit to it. We're gonna add some superiority die. Does it have a weapon? Disarming attack for one of them. It's a strength save.
It automatically fails because it's paralyzed.
Oh, cool. So no more weapon. Also, I'd like to.
Old monster is great.
I'm excited. This is my first time using it. First time even taking it.
So 6 and 5, 22. 30 points for the first attack. Um, 10, 18, 28 for the second, and this last one, 8, 5, 26, 33 for the third.
So it's 91 points of damage.
Yeah, yeah, I think okay,
Okay. Anything else?
yeah, I thought I got something for critical hits, but I guess I'm not, don't really.
Yeah, you get a lot of
I get
damage.
to, I also,
Oh, because of your demon tusk charm?
what? No,
Is
it's
the
the
thing that
crit.
lets you use your reaction to, if you hit a crit, to hit again.
That's actually Great Weapon Master perk.
Oh, that lets you bonus action? Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So we're gonna go again.
Okay.
One more time. That's another natty.
Go again.
Not that it matters if it's an act.
I know, like,
I
yeah,
know.
you're still
I'm
critting.
way
That's
too low.
sad.
7 plus is 10, 20, another 28.
Okay. Do you want to do this or do you want me to?
Go for it.
So Shar just flies through the air, shoots this thing in the eyes. Varric just walks over and rushes up to it after Sandara casts this huge spell. He as he rushes over to it, actually for a second drops his hammer and then just soccer slides over to this thing and bear hugs this huge massive serpents and just pulls it down onto the ground and he's sitting it down, reaches over, just grabs his hammer and then just starts whack-a-mole, smashing all of the larger heads and just turns this thing into just a pile of soup. And as we move forward in combat, for every action that everyone else takes, Varric is just going to be sitting there whack-a-moling a pile of serpents in the jungle that he's just wrestling down himself.
Nice.
You killed my largest monster before it had a chance to act in initiative.
Well, to be fair,
Level 14.
Shard did a lot of damage.
Well, I meant you all did, because in reality,
Oh.
the whole monster is you just get to auto crit me for every
Yeah, that's.
I mean, that thing was just So cool.
So how
That
many?
brings us to the anathema's turn. It doesn't.
You're finally acting like an actual SEAL team.
How many assist points does the Sandara get?
I mean, all of them. That's for me. That's the MVP move right there. If someone if someone did a hold person on you and then you got wrecked, I don't think you're mad at the person who hits you. I think you're mad at the person who casted the spell.
Yeah.
Especially if they manually took away your advantage with a reaction.
Sorry.
It's almost as if this monster was created to resist this one. Okay, that's fine. I've still got my abomination.
Almost like this team was created to resist.
Like we trained for this.
Yeah, we've been training for this.
We took 76 sessions to learn how to work as a group.
It's okay.
And now it's about to fall into chaos.
Okay. So this abomination is gonna rush you, Barrett.
Cool. Let's do it. Yeah.
And this abomination is gonna rush you as well. They're acting on the same initiative.
Didn't even see those two.
They were hidden.
Yeah.
Okay. So one at a time. Bite attack. So that is going to be a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Ooh, and then only a 10.
Doesn't hit.
And then, now if I recall, the spell was changed.
Spells? I get to whack for spells.
Yeah, I believe it is going to cast a spell.
Cool, I'd like to whack.
Okay.
I'd like to whack for spell.
Cool. 26.
That hits. Go and roll damage.
Cool. Does it have a weapon?
It does not.
Is it standing on 2 legs? Is it
It
bipedal?
is. It is
Let's-
bipedal.
Let's see if I can knock it over with a trip attack. 13. Let's see. 21 points of damage and needs to make a strength saving throw.
Strength save. It fails.
Okay, so it is now pronified. I don't know if that affects its ability to cast anything. I'm not that cool.
Okay. So it is going to cast a suggestion spell. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
You have
Cool.
advantage.
I have advantage, but I have disadvantage.
Oh, dang.
You don't have disadvantage on saves, just ability check.
Oh, okay, cool. Wisdom saving throw advantage. Good thing I got advantage. Unnatural 20.
Okay, you succeed.
What was your first
Um,
roll?
First roll was a 2.
You
Which is
take
1 plus 1.
you take 11 points of piercing damage and 10 points of poison damage.
Oh,
So 11
oh,
is.
he can't be poisoned.
11 is 5 or 6.
Oh, you can't be poisoned?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Immune to poison with Hero's Feast
Nice.
and being
Uh,
frightened.
Is it the same as poison damage? though?
Damage or psychological
I don't think
poison?
so. That's what I was just. I was like, I don't think it's same as poison damage.
Half of 11 is 5, right, guys?
In D&D, yes.
Wait, no.
Okay.
11 minus 3 is.
So, but that means Varric and cats are no longer poisoned because of the Hero's Feast.
Hell yeah.
Oh, sweet. Cool.
You drugs.
Poison condition.
Dude, that's the best time to do drugs.
I know, if I'd have done that.
Hold on. 11 minus 3 is 9, 8.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 points of damage.
Yep.
And
Plus-
no.
Plus 10 poison damage. Did you take the poison damage?
Okay. I just can't be poisoned.
Right.
Okay.
And then just remember that number because it's going to come up again. So you take another total of 14 damage twice from the other creature that bit you twice. I already subtracted the piercing. So it's 28 total. And it is also casting a spell on you. So another wisdom save.
Wait, hold on. 28 points total for both of them, or 28 points for that one?
From the second one.
So that's 4 plus 10, right?
Twice.
Twice, okay. Just trying to make sure I got this. Oh,
Unless you're
shit.
forgetting poison resistance. That brings us to Cass.
With only the good parts of the drug coursing through him now, gonna run
Wait, do I
forward.
need to make another wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
18.
Okay, you succeed. Okay, you're rushing forward, Cass.
Yeah, towards the snake on the left. And as he approaches,
Oh, which one's prone?
This one is.
As he approaches, he throws out a hand with the ring on it, and he needs to make a strength saving throw against telekinesis.
Okay, fail.
He is. Cass carries him 30 feet up in the air, and then moves directly under him and quicken spells 3 Eldritch Blasts up towards him.
Right in his butt.
And I will be
What's up,
giving
bud?
myself advantage for all 3 with my luck points.
Now, by doing that, don't you throw him further to the
Yes.
if you hit him?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what?
What are we playing? Street Fighter?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll your dumb attacks.
Wait, you throw him higher with your.
I think he's got like repelling blast or
Repelling
something.
blast.
Repelling blast,
Oh
yeah.
my god. Fall damage, dude.
19 for the first
That
one.
hits.
2 11s. 20, 21 second, and then natural 19 for the third. So 29. So all 3 hit.
So you knock him another 30 feet in the air.
Knock him 30 feet straight up. Yes.
This
That
is the
is-
coolest thing I've ever seen.
That was, yeah, very awesome.
that
Fucking
is
jump this dude.
25 points of damage, and then I release the telekinetic hold on him.
Do you want to do that while you're under him?
No, I will.
knows?
I will move up into the if I have like 5 feet of movement, I will just take a step or 2 back
Okay.
into the forest.
Because this is so cool, do you want to describe how you do this, or do you want to?
Yeah, Cass runs up, and the ring on his finger ignites this blue, and there's like a force that grabs this snake and just launches him 30 feet up, and the momentum carries as he takes a moment to like line up his 3 shots from his gun, and with each hit, there's an explosion that pushes him up a further 10 feet, and then he just like watches him fall as he takes a step back.
So I like to imagine that there's this moment where like you like show him like the ring, and there's this moment where the spell takes hold, and the creature like looks down at himself, looks up at you, lock eyes with this moment of recognition, as with its eyes, even in like an alien type, it just goes like, oh fuck. And with that, I imagine that Cass just like flicks the wrist, and it almost immediately is just 30 feet in the air as he just like rushes down and like power slides underneath him, and while being like thrown on the ground, just fans the hammer on him, and then just like back rolls back up, just watching him fall. So that's gonna be. Do you want to? Okay. This is. I need a dice roller for the fall damage.
It's a D4, D6, D8, D10, D12.
Do you want to do it?
Sure. I got the dice for it.
It's you got to count it out because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It should be 60 feet up, so it's like 1 of each dice, I think.
Right, but then you just do d12s after that. No, he's 102. No, you're right. You're right. He's 60 feet up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got to do an extra d12.
10, 2d12.
So 2d12 and 1 of every other die.
Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14. 30 points of damage even.
You know, 55 points in a round to a creature that was not paralyzed.
And
Did he land it?
Dex save for prone as well.
He has no legs. I thought he's a snake.
He does have flex. I mean, it's a 60. What's a dex save for?
Prone condition. He's
From the fall?
I mean, by the rules, you can do whatever you want, but he's 60-foot fall. I think there's a dex save to see if he goes prone.
What's the DC? I was just gonna say he's prone.
Fuck if I know what the DC is. We can just say he's
Hmm.
prone. I'm fine with that.
I mean, I think he just fails. It's a 60-foot drop.
Dude, I get to smash these two.
This one over here is gonna try to bite you twice.
Mhm.
Cast. I'll
Oh,
do
didn't
this
see that
one real
guy.
quick.
Little snake.
Oh, not so little.
Oh, I thought it was cute
Oh,
too.
not yeah, regular size snake.
Okay. Jesus Christ. These are gonna both miss. What happens to him on a natural?
Jesus Christ.
Bites his own hand.
I'm not a fan of mechanical disadvantages. Cass just like bats him down as he goes for a bite and slams his head into the ground with just a tiny bit of telekinesis.
Okay. So it gets telekinetically bitch slapped as opposed to. It is going to use a. It's going to cast the suggestion spell on you.
Okay.
You have advantage.
Natural 20.
Okay. The other one is going to bite you once for a 19.
That hits.
Nom nom.
The other one is lower. You take 21 points of piercing and poison damage,
Okay.
and then another suggestion spell.
Okay. Hold on, that's a wisdom save. That is 15.
That is the DC.
Beautiful.
Sundara, your go as we're at the top of the round.
I presume
Are you
I
still
land.
Are you still flying?
Yes. Yep. You
I
are
guess
going to
that's
land.
sweet stuff. I'm going to shimmy sort of in between those two tents there. And I will cast slow in that just general area.
And you choose who you hit, right?
Yeah. It's a 40-foot cube, so I think that's everyone.
Slow?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be slow?
No, not you. I get to
Oh.
choose.
Oh.
Okay, I am changing dice.
It's understandable.
Wow, because I've got a great wisdom save too.
What's
Yes,
slow do?
dice.
Aside from make them slow.
-2 to their AC.
Wow.
Let's see. Oh, why isn't this working?
Your DC is 18, right?
19. I have innate sorcery
my
activated.
God.
That's why I always do that first part of the battle.
Smarts.
Ooh, okay. So fail, success, failed, success.
Okay.
Oh, half of them got
Oh.
whacked.
It's refreshing. Second.
Okay, so I put a torch on the one that. I wish there were more statuses I could do. Okay, so torches on the ones that failed. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Anything else?
I'll bonus action dodge.
Okay, Shar, you're up.
All right. Can I bonus action? Do I have the ability to bonus action dodge?
Yeah, you invented the bonus action dodge.
Right.
I
Oh
stole
wait,
that
no,
from
you can't. You can't. Funnily enough, you cannot.
Oh wait, no, uncanny dodge doesn't work. Okay.
Well, that's a reaction.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll just do a classic Char from a distance attack.
Okay.
Who's the big guy is not down?
Big guy's
Yeah.
dead.
No, not him. I'm the
That-
one guy.
That one.
Yep.
Yeah, he is untouched.
Fuck him up.
Who's the guy standing close? Who's between that and I think that's Sandara. Yeah. Your mouse is just on him right there. Yep.
These guys are both on the ground.
Oh, they are?
This
Okay.
this guy is up. These ones have not taken damage.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the guy on the bottom.
This one?
Yeah. No, no, no.
Okay.
Nope. The guy untouched.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
You would get a sneak attack if you hit him from 5 feet.
17?
17 hits?
Oh my god, these natural ones. Okay, natural one.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage for the first one.
The first one. That is 12, and then I get a sneak attack.
And what weapon are you shooting with?
A hand crossbow.
Okay.
Well, first attack is 28 points of damage.
Okay. 28 points of damage. Got it. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
I'm gonna bonus attack and do bonus action. One more
Shoot
attack.
again. Okay.
25.
Hits. Go and roll damage.
11.
Okay. All right. Hefty amounts of damage. Anything with your movement?
No, I'll just stay chilling.
Chill here behind this rock. Okay. You got some cover. All right. That's going to bring us to Varric.
Which of these two prone boys is more fucked up?
The one that cast dropped.
Cool, I'm gonna smash him first.
Okay.
$30 to hit.
That hits.
Cool.
You have advantage on these hits, obviously.
Oh, I do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that'll stay the same. 17 points of damage for the first attack.
Okay.
Uh, 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay. Nine. 17 points for the second one.
Okay.
And the last one. Shit. A natural 18.
Okay, hits.
Does this guy have a weapon?
No.
Okay. Okay. $16 points of damage.
Okay. You raise your hammer, come down on it, raise your hammer again, come down on it. The third time as you raise your hammer, this tiny little bolt from a hand crossbow just goes right through and through your bicep, and it's like sticking out the other side. You turn back, and Shard just gives you this look of like, and then you bring your hammer down on it a third time. You take 10 points of piercing damage, reduce it however you want. That brings us to the abominations, these ones. This one's going to go first and try to stand up. This one's also going to try to stand up. You can hit them for trying to stand up.
Yeah, I'll hit him.
Well, one of them. So just roll an attack.
The one that I was just wailing on.
Okay.
That's a natural 19, and he needs to make a strength saving throw to stay standing up.
Pretty good. 19.
What was that?
19.
Saves. But it doesn't save him from 60, 30. 22 points of damage.
I need to do some maths here.
Maths. My
That's
favorite.
fine. Don't do this in math. Do you want to do this or do you want me to?
Go for it, dude.
Okay. With that, as it tries to get up, I'm gonna say you just like take your hammer and just like bonk it on the head down, and then you just start like stomping it, and then you're just like once again just like playing Dance Revolution, and you're just like creating snake blood everywhere.
Cool. So that's a kill. Do I get to smack the other one now?
No, because with kills that's on bonus actions, it's not your turn.
Cool. Understand. I will just
Um,
look menacingly at the other one as I stomp its friend's head.
The other one is slowed. It has half movement, which it had to use all of to stand up.
Oh,
So I
no.
cannot move. I can only make one attack, and I can't cast spells.
I mean, if you want to
Oh.
go by the new rules, if you cast a spell with a somatic component, there's a 25% chance the spell fails. So you
I'm not
could
going
try.
to look up to see if this spell has a component.
Mhm. Put it
What
up.
I'm going to do is just, I'm going to do what I should have did.
Do it.
It's going to poison
It's gonna what?
Ooh, poison spray.
Poison spray.
Cool. I don't know what that is.
It's going to go for, can't move. So it can hit Shar and Varric with this one. So I need a Constitution saving throw from both of you.
That's my second best saving throw. With a natural 20. Plus 10, 30.
21.
You both success.
Dude, that's success.
So you get 11 points of poison damage.
These
And you
snakes
are not-
ready for us.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter because you're immune to poison anyway. So, but you take 11 points of poison damage.
At the end of his turn, he can repeat his saving throw for slow. Or she. I don't know what type of.
They.
I said I was changing dice, and then I went back to the shitty dice. So I failed, and that's on me. Cass, you're up.
Strength saving throw from the little guy next to me.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
That one is not slowed.
Does slow affect saving throws?
I think it affects dex saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just letting you know,
Okay.
in case it mattered. That is a fail.
Dude, if it works, don't change it.
Well, I can't. I'm out of quickens. I'm out of meta magic. So he gets instantly flung 30 feet in the air and then held aloft. He is restrained up there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then
Are you moving anywhere?
I would like to move in between the two snakes. Yeah, right there.
Nice.
And then bonus action, I will. Is that? It is not. Since that was an item and not a spell, I didn't use a spell slot, so I will bonus action Crimson Lash. At 5th level, Tattoo of the Polyloot comes out into a longsword. And I'm just ready. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to these abominations. This one is using its one action. It's slowed. Yeah, it's going to attempt to constrict you, Cass.
Okay.
I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, I'm real good at these. Oh, I'm actually kind of good at that. 17 minus 1, 16.
Okay. Oh, you do take half damage.
Okay.
Wait, really?
I'll take it.
Yeah, you still take half damage. So you're able to squeeze out, but it's still just like pops some of your bones.
Yeah.
You don't need all of it anyways.
Got 100, 200, something.
You
Whatever.
take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as it like wraps around you and begins squeezing, and you just get out as it just begins to like squeeze your leg, and you feel it cramping up, and then you slip out. The one that you've launched up in the air.
Succeeded on the con save for telekinesis.
Thank you. This one, now that it's got this high vantage point, is going to poison breath.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Whoops.
good for him. That's creative.
He's gonna get Sandara Katzenberg. I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws.
That's good.
Again? Unnatural 20.
19.
Good job.
12.
Thanks.
Oh, not a good job, guess.
Wow, I rolled so bad. 11 for Cass and 5 for everyone else with poison damage.
Wow. You did.
Cass, if it weren't for the Hero's Feast, you would have been poisoned and blinded.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
all right.
shitty.
Con save. Okay, funnily enough, I dropped my telekinesis.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That'll
also
show
that
you
other
to
guy
attack
could
me.
roll to not be slowed. I don't know if he did.
Well, it's not the end of his turn yet.
Oh, he's still going.
Well, his attack triggered his fall.
Oh.
I haven't
No,
gone
that's
to
the one that's not. That's the one that's
I haven't
not. Slow.
gone to my end. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I will do that. So he takes 7 fall damage.
7.
I mean, there's a big difference between 30 feet and 60 feet. Like when you really start accelerating.
I guess. Physics or whatever.
Look, man, I'm proud of the way I do fall damage.
I think it's great.
Good. I think it's amazing.
I'm just disappointed.
He succeeds with a 19
Good
from
for him.
slow.
Fast now.
Top of the round, Sandara.
Why is no one running?
Why is no one running?
Yes.
You want us to run away?
No, I want them to run
No,
away.
them.
Oh. We will kill them all, no mercy.
There is like a certain fanaticism to these things. Like you can tell that it is not crossing their mind at all. There is not a hint of fear. Like they are so confident that they're winning this fight.
They're confident that they're winning, right?
Yes.
Cass
I
is
mean,
looking pretty rough.
Firebolt.
I
So
was
the
scared for a
one
second there.
in front of yeah, that one. Exactly.
This one? Okay. Minus
Not that
2
I-
is AC.
I mean, I
That
could
is
tank
a 23 to hit.
Hits.
And can I also do a quickened one?
Yeah. Eldritch Fire Blast.
That's a 28 to hit.
Hits.
Cool.
Roll your dabblage.
Dabblage. 23 for the first one and
Wow.
10 for the second one. So 33 total.
23 for a
Okay.
fireball.
That. All right.
Maybe 10.
Anything else? That brings us to Shar.
Crazy.
And Varric's on
Okay.
deck.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Smash.
Who, me? Oh, you? Okay. I'm gonna attack the guy in front of Varric.
Okay. He has a lower AC.
Alright. Please, God, no more natural ones.
Yeah, it's
23.
Hits.
26.
Hits. And those are attack rates.
Those are what?
Oh yeah, another one. Yeah. What's your
Yeah,
third?
last one. 22.
Hits. Go ahead and roll all your damage, roll the attacks, and add them up. While Varric takes his turn.
Smash.
Which one?
The one that's right in front of me.
Okay. Roll their deck.
18.
Hit.
Nice. Do you want me to do damage and then?
You just roll all your attacks first, and then if it dies at any point, the attacks can go on whatever. It's
36.
36, you said?
46.
There you go. All right. All right.
19
Hits.
and 27.
Okay, all of them hit. Go and roll your damage.
It needs to try to not fall over with a strength save.
It succeeds.
Okay. 19 points. Wow. That was kind of shitty. 14 points.
Please don't. 15?
Yeah.
Please don't die. Oh god, it's so close. Oh, I live. Oh, thank God. Okay. This is gonna be sweet. All right, Cass. A strength saving throw against this one as it tries to constrict you.
All right. I guess I'm the smaller prey. Natural 20.
Okay. You take
Still take some damage.
4, 9, 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
This other one is taking a multi-attack. The first one is a natural 20.
Okay.
For a total of 42 points of piercing and poison damage.
Okay. I am at 0 hit points, but I'm still standing.
Okay. For its second attack, it's going to hit you again.
Mm-hmm.
For a 24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
For another 21 points of piercing and poison damage.
I will use my reaction to abeyance to not take this death saving throw.
Okay.
For 20.
So you're concentrating for 21.
21.
It is then going to cast a suggestion spell on you.
Wisdom. Wisdom?
Wisdom.
That is 13.
Perfect.
Don't we have advantage on wisdom saving?
Yeah, that was with
Yeah.
advantage.
Oh. Mamma mia.
Let me see. What do we want that old cast to do? It wants you to.
Stupid new suggestion. Can have me
What's
do anything.
new about suggestion?
What's the new suggestion?
To have me do essentially anything as long as it's feasible, as long as I can do it.
Have you hurt yourself?
Anything besides suicidal.
Boring.
Let me see. What should do? It wants you to run to the lake. Kneel at the water and drop concentration on yourself.
Does it know I'm concentrating? Fuck. Alright.
I'll tell you what, I'll give it an Arcana check.
Well, wouldn't dropping concentration on abeyance deal damage to him?
It would, yeah.
And doesn't suggestion say you can't tell somebody to do something that would deal damage to them?
Does it?
I thought that was the word. I don't know.
Would it kill you? You just said it couldn't do anything.
I mean, it is doing damage.
I thought you couldn't hurt yourself. Not
that-
involve anything that would obviously deal damage to the target or its allies.
Okay.
I don't
It's
know.
just going to tell you to take the fastest route to the lake, at which point you'll kneel.
Okay.
So kneel at the lake.
Okay.
There's a convenient path. There's probably a water snake.
Water snake. Oh no.
Okay. So that is going to bring us to Cass's turn.
So I will spend my movement to do that.
Okay. I presume you can still do this in a way where you don't take opportunity attacks.
You said shortest distance. If shortest distance makes me take an opportunity attack, then
I kind of assumed that was the case.
yeah, then I'll eat opportunity attacks. Whatever. I mean, suggested.
Okay. Okay, so you run through, and then if you take damage, you make a save.
Have the
Charmed
charm.
until you or your allies deal damage to the target.
So if they hit me, then I'm no longer charmed.
This one takes a swing at you, but misses.
AC is 17.
Yeah, this one is going to take a disadvantage. That would have hit. Ooh, this still hits. 18.
It just hits.
Okay, so that's.
That is a failed save.
So you take a total of 42 points of piercing and poison damage over 2 different hits. So it's 2 death saves.
That's 2 deaths. So that's 2 hits. This is fun, guys.
No. It's 1 hit, but because of the abeyance, it's another hit.
Well, if I fail my save,
Oh, I thought you did.
it's a concentration save to keep it up with.
Yeah, I thought you said you failed.
I don't think I did.
Oh. Yeah, you literally. I thought you said you failed a save just now.
No, I just rolled a natural 20 for the save.
Okay, and then so abeyance is still up.
Abeyance is up.
And then you get to repeat the save. No, suggested is just gone.
If I make it to the water's edge and I can do the suggested
But
activity.
it hit you.
Oh, then it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're at 1 death save, but still up.
This is so confusing.
Yes. It's okay. It's not that confusing.
That's okay. That brings us to this abomination here. It's going to attempt to stand up.
Opportunity attack, Cass. You got Lasher up or whatever.
That's right. We can do that, can't we? When a creature provokes an opportunity attack from you by leaving your range. Never mind. Yeah, okay, I'll just make an opportunity attack with Crimson Lash. Do I only get one of my attacks, or is it all of them? Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Fail. Natural 2, yeah.
Okay.
My bad.
No, it's good. I probably could have killed it. Kind of hurt.
You're clearly very hurt.
He looks like a dead man walking, but he looks very angry.
Well, I'm just trying to think of like the
Very
strategic way to kill you.
Yeah.
Um.
It hit me once, does it?
Yeah, I think hitting you once does do it. I mean, it doesn't know that, but I don't need to do anything extra. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing you.
With what?
Well, with a snake bite. That is a natural 20.
That's all right.
Yowzers.
All right, I'll roll out these dice.
That's a big boy hit.
I don't think
So
I'm...
14. 14 piercing plus yikes. Yikes. 14 piercing plus 30 points. So 34 damage total.
Okay, that is
So a 17 is the DC for the Constitution saving throw.
yeah. I need to roll. You know what? I'll do it on D&D Beyond. Because everyone can see me regardless. And I succeed. The 17.
Okay. So that would have killed you.
That would have killed me.
Oh,
Okay.
such risky business.
So it goes to attack again.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit.
That misses.
It is attempting to cast a spell on you again. It's going to try to do a suggestion spell on you.
Counterspell.
Okay. Yeah, you're in range.
I'm using my ring of spell storing.
Okay. That's all I got. He's gonna walk around, cut you off here to get you in between them. That brings us to top of the round, Sandara.
Oh, okay. I'm not ready for this. Okay.
Cass is at 2 death saves with an abeyance on him. He's literally a dead man walking right now.
Okay. Yep. Mhm. Mhm. How far away is he?
30 feet, exactly.
Okay. I will cast. Man, I have to. I'll cast aid. All I got. That will be at. Wait, I have to negate his. I'm just gonna cast what I can cast. That's 25 hit points.
That does it.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing negative hit points.
And that will also go to Varric.
If we are, I haven't been keeping track, and I think surely I'd be dead by now.
I mean, we're doing negative hit points in the sense that if you go a full 100% below, then you do die. Are you 100% below?
I don't think I would have been 100% below, but I'm definitely below 50%. I haven't.
I thought it's 100.
Yeah, it is 100. I just haven't been keeping track.
Okay. Yeah.
How many?
Varric, 25, and it can go above your maximum as 10 points.
Yeah, I'd taken more than 25 damage.
Are these temporary hit points?
Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase.
Yeah, so it's not temporary. It's just your max,
Your max,
and current.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. 25.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah. Let me just figure out a way to help out there. Can't cast.
Still triple digits.
Let's see. Can I get over there without taking an opportunity attack? I've got 30 feet of movement. I don't
You
know
can
if
get here.
Okay, never mind. I will Misty Step and interpose myself between Cass and his snake friend.
This one?
Yeah.
Great.
Interposed.
And yeah, she's just human shielding.
Way to go.
Okay.
That's her friend.
Wait, did
That
you-
brings us to Shar and Barrick.
Sorry, I missed it. Did you heal Cass at all?
Yeah,
Yeah.
25.
Okay. Cool. How's Cass looking?
Terrible.
Okay.
Guts
How far am I
spilling out.
cast?
$35 feet.
Sick. Okay. I'm gonna make a dash to cast.
Coolio.
And you're just saying you're moving fast. You're not actually taking an action to dash, right?
No, yeah, no, that was a figure of speech,
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
for 10 points of healing damage. That's all I got.
Healing.
Okay. You take 10 healing damage.
Nice.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Hold the phone. What can I do here? I can't dodge. Okay, I'm gonna hide. Meow.
roll a hide.
Roll for hide.
Too proud. Roll a what?
Stealth check.
Stealth. Oh, you got it.
Varric, roll for smash.
Got it. Activating smash. 19.
Hits.
Stealth 25.
Roll
31.
damage. Roll damage. Just roll damage on the 19.
You got it, bud. You got a friend. 16 points.
This one's dead. You rolled a 31. I'm assuming that's going on this one now. Roll your first attack.
Yeah. Although this is not mono attack actions, this is my because I killed someone attack.
Okay. Well, then you'll have one more attack action.
I'll have 2 more attack actions. I hit that guy once. He's dead. Now
Yeah, you'll get a total of 4. Yeah.
Yeah. He needs to make a strength saving throw.
Fail.
He's prone. And he takes 15 points of damage. And now he's getting...
Just roll 2 more at advantage.
Yeah. 21. 21.
Okay, then roll damage for both.
15. 20.
Okay. Fucky me. It is going to try to constrict you. Roll a strength save.
On the ground?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's
Cool.
a snake. Yeah.
Sneaky snaky.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Actually, you know what? It's not going to do that. It's going to bonus action shapeshift into a large snake.
What? All right.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action not be in front.
And then it is going to attack you twice.
Cool. Did it change from being prone to not?
The snake is immune from prone.
Well, it wasn't a snake when it went prone.
Right.
Well,
so
then
it
he
turned
became a
into,
snake, and now he's just round. He just
doesn't
rolled
care that he's
into-
prone, yeah. So it turned into a snake, and then now it's biting you twice.
Cool. Let's go for it.
Terrible.
Okay.
Terrible. It's going to bonus action suggest.
I'm gonna bonus action wisdom save at advantage.
Actually, it's not even a bonus action. It just does it.
Okay.
Yeah, wisdom save.
19.
Success.
Cool.
And that brings us to Cass.
Suggest someone your own size. I assume it's larger than I am.
Cass slinks around Sandara, kind of shoving her shoulder back. I had this guy. Why'd you fucking... And he gives 2 wide slashes with Polyloot, and then spins, pulls out his gun, and fires it 3 times. Or Eldritch Blast, to replace my last attack with an Eldritch Blast. Nothing's
The
ever.
Eldritch Blast would happen at disadvantage, right? Or no, you have a 10-foot reach, don't you?
Yeah.
God, I hate it here. Okay.
No advantage. So 2 polyloot attacks, natural 20 for one of them, 22 for the second, and then the 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
29, 25, and 29.
They all hit.
2d8, 6, 10.
What lets you do the cantrip as an attack action, by the way?
Nethery's War Medallion.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, real nasty with the Warlock. 10, 20 points. 20 points for the whatchamacallit. For the Polyloot Crimson Lash attacks. And then 3, 4, 27 for the Eldritch Blasts altogether.
Okay.
And he is sent 30 feet backwards.
Into the lake. Get wet, dude.
Okay. That brings us to his turn.
What's his swim speed?
Well, hold on. I want to use my movement to just run into the drum. No, I want to use my movement to run towards him. Yeah.
Here?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Fair.
On the rocks.
On his turn, he has a 30-foot climb speed. So you watch as it's
Ooh,
like
that's fast.
clambers up this thing at an uncanny speed. And he is going to attempt to constrict you. Strength save, please.
Strength save.
You got this.
12.
Oh, maybe not.
Okay.
Sorry, bud.
I'm very weak.
You take 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
28 points of bludgeoning. Constitution save. Constitution save fail.
We don't know what that means.
That means it's abeyance.
That means abeyance goes down, which means I take 24 points of damage, which 21 points of damage. Doesn't quite matter. Death saves carry over, and charm can only happen once, so Cass falls unconscious.
Okay.
But I thought you got 25 and then 11 points.
Yeah, but then
So
you just
how many death saves do you have?
You don't know. I'll tell you.
Yeah, your group doesn't know.
Yeah.
But this thing is going to basically, actually, it could just straight up, no matter what, it could just kill you. And it's constricting you, which just happens, I think. Yeah. Okay. Top of the round. Sindara. As Cass just left.
shaking my head as he's like, I fucking got this! Runs off. And then I watch him die on a cliff. God damn it, Cass!
Dude, it's like that part in Aladdin.
Ugh, okay.
You have a giant snake.
You watch as the giant. You watch as a snake that's constricting Cass, by the way, is moving. It's at a movement now, but it's moving as though it's planning on pulling him into the water.
Cool.
Okay. Oh, great. All right. Get me up there, coach.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, dude?
Okay. I have to cast aid. That's not an option. So let's do that.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, I know you're
Oh,
suicidal,
so
but
here's the thing. Shar was here too. You guys can all act on the same initiative. So if you want to wait to see what Shar does first, that's fine too.
Do you want to wait to see what I do? I mean, we both know that we can heal, so there's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Ugh.
Put your
That's
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, I'll wait for you. Go first.
Okay.
So Jasmine's so stressed out.
Shoot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna what is this slither whip that I have? That sounds fun. Okay, it's not time to improvise. All right.
From the last
Um,
campaign.
I'm going to attack. Sneak attack.
This thing?
Yeah.
With
17. Hand crossbow.
Okay. 17 hits. Now, keep in mind, it is tangled with cast, so if you miss, you will hit cast.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Sorry, Cass. That is a chance I have to take.
You don't know
Another
me that well.
17.
Okay.
Exactly.
That hits.
27.
Okay, that hits.
Hot dog.
You got the hot hands.
I was looking for a 1 to come up there.
I know.
If I was a vet man, I would have.
I love that Siddharth like, okay, maybe Sharp will, you know, and then she
Yeah,
comes up and
maybe
just
she'll come in
pile
here and
of-
help, and she's just like, I'm just like, oh, shit.
So you want to pop that 8 spell?
Yeah, I'll pop that 8 spell.
As she starts. So I started blasting.
Okay,
Uh,
that's 30
But I'll
points of
see
damage.
so good.
Is the snake still snaking?
Yep.
Damn it.
Okay.
let me-
Wait, what?
Nah, no, I'll stay where I am. I was gonna say let me hide, but no,
Okay.
I'll stick. See what happens.
Okay.
So that will be 15 hit points to you, me, and Shar.
Okay.
I will, as I heal Kaiban, he's all tangled up, and I just whisper in his ear, "Oh, you got this." Huh?
I got what's happening.
And then let's see.
Oh my god. We're riding the light.
Man. Can I? Man, I know what I want to do, but that seems like a bad idea.
Do it.
Go
I'll do
for
it. I'm gonna try and shocking grasp snake.
Nice.
It doesn't. If I miss, it hits cast, but if I don't, it's fine, right? It's not like
Yeah, it's not, well, I mean, that's a good question.
Not how it's gonna
Sure,
work.
yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah, it's not. Okay. That is a 21.
Okay, that hits.
Whew. All right. 13 lightning damage.
Okay. And I'll say he needs to make a Constitution saving throw to see if he maintains the grapple despite being electrocuted. Wow. Wow. Okay. He releases cast.
Sweet. And he cannot make opportunity attacks.
Correct.
Everybody run.
Aid, shocking grasp. I only have movement. I'm staying all up in the business here. I'm as into the business as I can get.
Copy that. All right. This thing is going to.
Whoa, I want to smash first.
Yeah, you're right. You go first.
What I thought, buddy. Trying to skip the hammer.
New nickname just dropped.
26.
Hits.
30 something.
Hits.
18.
Hits.
Cool. 16. 17. 16.
So that's 49. That's okay. You want to do this or do you want me to?
Go for it, dude. I trust
All
you.
right. It turns into a snake. Barrick grabs it by like the snake neck, pulls it towards him, bites it in the throat, and then just like rips it in half.
Whoa, that's way cooler than I thought. Awesome.
That brings us to its turn. It's dead. That brings us to Cass's turn.
Wait, I'd like to use my movement to maybe participate.
Okay, Cass.
Is there enough space up on this rock to now that I am free to open up the portable hole?
Yeah.
I will roll on the ground and open up the portable hole, and then wearily stand up and make my attacks. There's a little bit of the battle lust is gone, but he is still flailing wildly, and well, that's appropriate. 11 and 11 for the first hit.
Miss.
Second hit, 29.
Hits.
Third hit, 15.
Hits.
Okay. 14 plus 24 points of damage. But 24 flat.
Okay. Do you want to do this or do you want me to?
Fuck. Cass almost falls onto this thing, misses like his first slash, and then just sinks his blade in as he falls onto him, and just twists and sinks and lets his body fall down this snake body.
Yeah. In a very wild bardic display of desperate swordplay, Cass just sinks his blade into this thing, twists it, and then with his body weight just like buries it. You hear the rock cracking beneath as it just like lets out a hiss and then goes limp. And the dead eye just you. With that, you have all survived. The jungle quiet kind of falls over the group. So what are you doing in the fallout of this melee?
I'd like to go take a look at that FUTC ship that is here.
Okay.
The airship that's here. See what's on it. See if it looks like it works.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I will stick my hand out to help Cass up.
Okay.
He ignores it and pulls himself up. You hear him sort of mutter under his breath, "Maybe another day, Vale."
You know, you can just ask for help like the rest of us, you suicidal maniac. And I'm gonna walk off and follow Varric.
I don't want your help. He rips off the charm, that keeps him
The
alive.
zealot charm?
The zealot
Yeah.
charm, and tosses it up and above the lake, and just fires 3 shots at it.
Okay.
Wow.
And then folds up the portable hole.
Okay.
He has plans. He has plans that keep him from dying, guys.
All right. With that, Varric, you go over to investigate. Roll an investigation check.
One of my better skills. 2.
Okay. It's a small ship. Not really anything of value in here. You don't really know what the purpose of this vessel was. It's pretty small. You don't really know how it flies either, but it's here. What is everyone else doing?
I'm trying to catch up to Varric and talk to him.
Okay. Char, you would remember that there was clearly a humanoid that was within one of the larger Wanti. that you definitely shot in the head.
Time to pay the piper. Okay, let me go check out and see who I murdered.
Okay, so you want to cut that thing open?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a survival check.
At advantage.
Yep. There are trees around. It makes you better at this sort of thing.
$18.
Okay. So Shard takes a dagger, goes over to the large snake, kind of flips it over, and then just like sinks a blade in it, like opens its guts, and just pulls this like halfling out that clearly has one of Shard's bolts like going through its eye.
Uh-oh.
You see, as you like pull it out, there is this like stack of papers that are like actively being dissolved by stomach acid.
Did I catch a glimpse of what they said or any clues?
I mean, you can try to like spread them out to see what's salvageable. Give me I guess with that 18 survival check, yeah. Really, only like the sheets on the outside are ruined. There's only one salvageable sheet that you kind of like lay down and allow to dry here. I will paste this in the chat.
The boulder is conflicted. Whoa, cool. Demon core nukes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, I presume you want to search this guy?
Oh yeah, for sure. Waste not, want not.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Wow.
$13.
Doesn't have anything valuable on him, but you do find key.
A key?
Uh-huh.
Like a little brass key.
What could it possibly be to?
Mysteries.
TLDR, dude. Didn't read the note.
You've got spellcasters for that.
Yeah.
Cass quietly returns back to the group and just sits down on some rock.
So, with that, as your group ponders this message and your next steps, Serpent Lord Shrine, we're actually going to pick up next week.
Exciting.
All right. Well, thanks for playing, everybody. I will see you guys next time.